Happy Wednesday. Happy new comic book day. Welcome. Welcome back to the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. 11/6/24 edition. This is the comic book podcast where we will talk comics until the day that we all die, no matter what is happening in the rest of the world. If this is your first time joining us, we are a comic book club where each week we bring you a new number one comic book you need no prior knowledge or insight to be able to enjoy. We prefer to feature comics outside of the two most prominent publishers in the industry, Marvel and DC, because there's already so many talented and knowledgeable creators out there that could help you with that. We'd much rather bring you what's called a creator-owned comic outside of the superhero genre. We are the anti-comic book gatekeeper podcast where everyone is welcome to join the discussion and nerd out with us. I am Pablo Romero Estevez. Happy Hump Day. Pretty cool little setup we have here in the studio today. Joining me per usual, always overworked, always underpaid, looking super Trey Goff today. Olivia Diddy, Diddy in the studio with us. Oh my gosh, the applause is just
calm down.
Everybody settle down.
Everyone calm down.
Welcome back, model, artist, D&D nerd, and does one hell of a Jennifer Coolidge impression. Ladies and gentlemen, Allison Teagues.
Hello.
Oh, that was not my best.
That's
my best.
good though.
No, I need to warm up a little bit. I'll warm it up and we'll get there.
It's good. We're going to drop some news, but the right hand here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast handling all the controls, looking like he's fresh off of the new Breakfast Club reboot. Mr. Tie-Dye, official producer. Tommy Jeff as well with us per usual. Tommy Jeff is going to be doing all of our fact checking now because we deliver so much misinformation on this show. Somebody finally said there's too much misinformation.
Enough is enough.
You guys need a fact checker, and Tommy Jeff is stepping in as that producer role. We are very grateful to him to come and correct all of the bullshit that we feed you here every Wednesday. This week, we're going to be reading the new Dark Horse #1, FML, from Kelly Sue DeConnick, David Lopez, Chris Peters, and Clayton Cowles. Very exciting. Really, I think I posted this. This is a place where we admire art and ideas and stories. And this, in my opinion, is probably one of the most perfect books. You need no prior knowledge or insight, like I said, to be able to enjoy this book. You can walk into a comic book shop, just dropped today, issue #1. You can pick it up. It is a, what's it say here? A genre-busting apocalyptic odyssey about a group of metal kids who face a medley of bizarre foes and encounters in Portland, Oregon. Of course, all the weird stuff happens in Portland during a worldwide pandemic.
True.
Pacific Northwest.
That's it. Love this book. Kelly Sue DeConnick is famously the inspiration for, I don't know if we can move a camera. Hold on, let me see. The right here behind Diddy, actually. Let's see, maybe I'll move my camera. Let's see. Go to my camera.
Your camera, sorry.
Oh no, look. But there is you can't get to it. Right there, folks. There's a little book that I love. That's the ghost variant of a book called Sex Criminals. She is the inspiration for Susie in Sex Criminals because she is also partnered with her husband, Matt Fraction, and they develop shows for television. Famously, one of my other favorite comic books that she's written is a book called Bitch Planet. Have you read it?
Yes.
His eyes lit up. Bitch Planet may be the healing comic book that you might want to track down at some point from Image Comics. I'll bring up a graphic on that a little bit later. This is my first. I don't think this is my first time with David Lopez, but you know, I'm not too versed in all the different artists. But great book. We're going to be reading that at the end of the podcast because that's how we do it. You leave the milk and eggs in the back of the store. Until then, you have to listen to all the other things we have to say because we have microphones.
Him's the rules.
Before we dive into all the meat and potatoes of the show, though, let's Go around. Anything interesting this week?
We need a cricket sound.
I think
Swamp.
There it is.
anything? How is
all.
everybody's week?
Well, I can only think of like Halloween.
Yeah, we
We had
weren't
a
here
great
at
Halloween.
We did have a great Halloween.
We skipped our Halloween episode.
We did skip.
So this is technically our Halloween episode. We just went trick-or-treating with the kids and had a great time.
We keep the spooky vibes on year round.
We keep it going.
Yeah,
we
I'm
keep
still-
Halloween alive.
So wearing a skeleton
You
cardigan, like a
will
gothic
never
Mr.
catch
Rogers.
me not celebrating Halloween.
Exactly. How was your Halloween, Allison?
It's great.
Did you Shigo it up?
I did not Shigo it up because the costume was in need of repair.
Mm.
It's repaired now.
Got some wear and tear at the.
The zipper. But no, it's back and it's ready for next time. But I had a good time. I gothed out.
Are you in Burbank?
Yeah.
There's some dope trick-or-treating happening in Burbank.
There is up in the hills.
Yeah.
Growing up, it was fantastic. But I hit WeHo. It was incredibly.
Oh.
It was so crowded, but had a great time. Danced a lot, drank a lot.
Yeah.
It was.
If you're in the LA area, that's the thing.
It is the
Halloween
thing.
parade.
If you're not afraid of crowds.
Yeah, there's always big crowds.
And I pre-gamed enough that I did not care.
The houses in Orange were amazing, though.
Yeah.
But we just walked like 3 blocks or 4 blocks
Yeah.
away, and they were
Complete opposite. We had the most wholesome Halloween.
we
but yeah,
had a
Old
very
Town-
wholesome.
Old Town Orange is super dope. The decorations are always really nice. Cosmo in the chat. What's up, Cosmo?
What's up,
Um,
Cosmo?
I have an answer for you. I got your text, Cosmo. I think the answer is yes. I just have to give you logistics and details. Yeah, we live in Old Town Orange, so it's like all these like 100-year-old beautiful houses, and they don't hold back. They decorate.
They go off.
Isn't Rick Baker's house? Did you guys see that Rick Baker thing of Planet of the Apes? The Planet of the Apes he did.
I didn't see that house.
Well, no, not here in Orange. It
The
just
Planet
went,
of
it went
Oh,
viral.
I did see that. Yeah.
Yeah, makeup artist Rick Baker did like his whole crew as Planet of the Apes, and they're in like the
Oh,
prison
That's
of
cool.
like the original Planet of the Apes, and it was just like fantastic.
We didn't see that in person, but we saw like the Adams family.
Yeah.
The celebration of Orange. They had that like an orange. Remember the Orange House? That was
Yeah, yeah, they had all like the different businesses and stuff, and
They won best house.
best theme,
Best theme.
yeah, yeah, because it's an orange theme. of
Rigged.
course.
Kidding. I'm just kidding. I love that house.
And on Halloween.
There's a pirate house. There's a couple of really scary houses, but yeah, if you City of Orange, I love my city. It's like where they filmed Big Mama's House. It's where they filmed Small Soldiers. It's where they filmed That Thing You Do. Very old town feel. The plaza downtown Orange is beautiful. It's got like a fountain, a circular kind of little road there. If you want to feel all the wholesome vibes, and if you love antiquing or like vintage shopping,
So much
Yeah.
antiques.
this is like the spot.
And good food too.
And great food. Yeah. How was your Halloween, Ty?
Okay, like put the camera on me, but also on the mic. It was good.
Guys got a scary movie playing, original scary
Yeah,
movie
we
behind him
do.
and Tommy Jeff right now in front of the
So
VHS
good.
wall.
It was good. We do this thing because our like door's broken, so we always have like the kid, like my niece and nephew, like they invite their friends and their parents over. We have like pizza in the front yard. Like we move all the cars out of the driveway. We have a fire pit, and then kids just come up to us. And my mom, so cute, she pre-bags. Like she gets like Halloween bags and puts candy in it. So she just hands a bag to the kids rather than just like throwing.
Cute.
Oh, I
stuff.
like the handful. I feel like it's something like
Yeah, I know.
But I like the bags.
that's fine.
That's very cute.
I
Yeah.
like they're cute. I like them to make it rain though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the candy rain a little bit, but that's
Well,
cute.
I mean, my brother's really cool too. Like we have like extra Pokemon cards we don't know what to do with, or baseball cards. So we just put those in like sleeves and hand those out too.
oh, that's
So,
cool.
Like you can put like one penny sleeve, you can put like 10 cards in it.
Pokemon was very hot this Halloween because they have those dollar Pokemon cards that you could get at comic shops and
Yes.
stuff. And people were handing out Pokemon cards. Both my kids got a lot of those Pokemon. And there's some dope, they're all just ghost type Pokemon or a cute, like spooky take on
Mhm.
traditional Pokemon. Ballerina's in the studio. She's never like this.
She is into it
She,
tonight.
she is into it. She'll
Which
end
is weird because there's so many of us in here.
Right.
And she's like out and about.
yeah, studio cat, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't stick around for our comic book
And
talk,
she's-
stick around for the cat.
Yeah, she's rubbing. She's into it.
Tommy Jeff, what was your Halloween costume? Did you dress up?
Yeah, so one of my wonderful friends is in town from this place called Europe. And
Europa.
we went to a Halloween party in San Diego, and we decided to
San Diego.
San Diego.
German for whale's
Oh,
vagina.
The one and only.
Yeah.
And we went as the Sanderson sisters.
Oh, which one
I'm
were
gonna
you?
And,
need to see pictures.
I was Winifred.
Oh, great.
No matter what I-
Obviously.
what I was, right?
I thought you strike me as more of a Sarah.
See, I was ruled out of Sarah. I was handed the Winifred
Okay.
Winifred costume because Borja wanted to be Sarah.
Oh, boy, you're Sarah.
Fair enough.
And we
Okay.
would have had a third to this, but unfortunately, my friend did not catch her flight out of Chicago to California.
Oh.
So
just Sarah and
almost.
Winfred
Just Sarah and
Also,
Winifred. We owned it.
checks out.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
owned it. It was an amazing time. It was a lot of fun, and everything. Yeah.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, there's a little bit buzzing. I think it's all right. I
getting
think it's maybe the moving of the wires. It
Yeah,
happens.
it happens.
Okay,
We're doing
look,
it live.
we're not-
Doing it live.
Some major news network here. We're figuring this out. I think probably a little, I don't know if there's like a little wiggle here. Cool. Well, now that we've gotten all the Halloween business out of the way,
Okay.
what? Let's get into this little segment that we call news and stuff. We're not journalists, but we keep our ears to the nerdy streets. Sometimes we read articles. Sometimes we read the headlines. Most of the times we just read the headlines. This is news and stuff. A lot of news and stuff.
Is there?
We also watched a lot of stuff, and we're going to get really. Do you want to get into what we watched, or do you guys
I-
want to get into the news? You want to get into the news or this and stuff?
I guess let's like blow through the news and get into the watch.
I don't think you can blow through this news.
Oh,
All right.
Do we all have news?
Yeah,
Do you have news?
I have news.
I got
okay.
whatever
Good.
happened. Just fixed whatever was going on there.
Yeah, something
Something.
different.
Yeah, the cord was tangled. I just did it really quickly.
Look at Ty producing already, dude.
Yeah,
Love
dude.
it.
Producer Ty, right
Solving
here.
problems.
So he's got the glasses on.
Dude, my allergies are ass right now.
Too
Oh my
cool.
god, it's hot and it's
It's windy.
windy and
My lips
dry.
are chapped. It's a mess.
Yeah,
I woke up with a bloody nose.
Oh hell.
I woke up, I was like,
it's so windy. That's part of the
It's
news.
terrible.
The Santa Ana
Blood
wins.
everywhere.
Bent my 13-foot Jack Skellington. No,
I saw
It really
I saw
did.
him
Very
taking
sad.
a little rest out there.
he took. I had to take him off because he was stuck in a limbo position. Damn it. Cool. Here we go. First round of news and stuff. This is my favorite, and this is also why this movie is playing behind Ty right now.
Yer.
According to Deadline, the Wayans brothers reunite for a new scary movie with Miramax and Paramount. The scary movie reboot was announced at CinemaCon. Apparently, has finally all been worked out. And the new scary movie will shoot next year for the theatrical release, bringing back the Wayans. Rick Alvarez is writing and producing the movie, as well as Keenan Ivory Wayans, the original director for the first two
Oh
scary
my God.
movies.
That's so exciting.
We're okay, so it's so exciting.
I'm
Scary.
not being facetious. I'm very excited.
I'm so excited about this. This is why we have it in the background
Yes.
here. Like, I love these movies, and then obviously I think they kind of got a little. The fifth one was weird. I want to say the fourth one still had and I was talking to Ty about this. Like, the person who made all those movies, for me anyways, aside from the Wayans brothers, I gotta look up her name.
Regina Hall.
Oh my gosh, Regina Hall in all of those movies
So
is so funny. And
The
her
fact that she dies in every single one, but like comes back.
Yeah.
It's like, where I thought you were dead. I thought you were dead.
Sydney or Cindy.
Sydney.
Oh, Sydney's
Oh,
been
it-
crawling out the TV.
it's
mean,
Sydney in this one.
Sydney.
Yeah.
Cindy.
it's just bones. So she like takes the skulls.
But Anna Faris also like kills it.
Oh,
in the movies,
100%.
she's so
That was
good.
kind of her first big thing, wasn't it? Like, it was her first role. I don't even think she was a comedic actor. I think the Wayans brothers just
No, she was definitely comedic. She started comedic. She was in Smiley Face before these movies came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Very funny stoner movie.
Okay. Well,
Get
apparently-
into it. It's about Marxism.
I'll tell you. I knew about this because the Wayans brothers had like Miramax obviously owned that franchise, but they
Mhm.
were the heart and soul of this, right?
Definitely.
And Marlon Wayans, I think, has his own company, which is like Baby Wayans Production. He went
Oh.
and did his own kind of I think called him a haunted house. So the first one was just a whole parody on Paranormal Activity.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember.
And it had its moments.
I didn't watch.
No, look,
I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch
the
them.
first one has its moments. I think like Redman's in it. It's got its moments. Cedric the Entertainer's in it.
Redman's in it.
Redman's in it.
I love it.
But it's just strictly almost a parody on Paranormal Activity. The second movie of A Haunted House, in my opinion, is on par with Scary Movie 2. It is such an undiscovered gem.
Really?
And I recommend everybody go watch A Haunted House 2. Marlon Wayans, he kind of parodies like Annabelle,
Nice.
The Haunting, Connecticut, like all those kind of like The Nun kind of like
Yeah.
like what's a Conjuring
Conjuring
universe.
universe? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Conjuring
Is it
universe.
the second or third though that Elliot what? Oh no, I don't know his name. Elliot. He has a small hands in the movie.
That's part. That's
Oh,
two.
yeah.
That's Scary Movie 2.
Two. It's
Grab
he-
my hand.
Yeah, he's a,
Strong hand.
he's
A strong
strong
hand.
He's a, that sounded like never mind. I can't think. Never mind. The meds aren't working.
No, that's the peak. That's almost peak in that franchise, and that was Keenan Ivory Wayans, Sean Wayans. But yeah, Scary Movie 2 is what everybody remembers.
He's in
But
Schitt's Creek. His name's Elliot.
yeah,
Yes.
he's
That
been a
might
bu-
be his last name. Or
I know who you're
Shame.
talking about.
help me.
okay.
You got the internet right there. Tommy Jeff.
Scary Movie 2,
He's
the
on
guy with the
check.
little hand.
He's like, that's not my job.
No, he's here to check the facts. He's like, I'm just the facts, man.
Just the facts.
Tommy Jeff, the dragnet of our show.
I swear to God, something Elliot.
I'm gonna let you struggle a little bit. Andy Richter. Oh my gosh, that opening sequence.
Natasha Lyonne is in it.
Dang, here we go. I'll cast and crew. Is
What?
that his name?
Chris
He was
Elliott.
also in there something
Chris
about
Elliott.
Marriott. There you go. You got it. Chris Elliott.
He's in Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
He's
he is.
hilarious.
It's
What's his
hilarious.
name? The annoying character.
Oh yeah, Roland shit.
Yeah.
Rolling shit. That's right.
Yeah. Very annoying.
Dude,
But-
such a
But he
funny
does a
show.
really good job. I remember for a long time I watched him and I was like, in any movie, I was like, oh God, this guy.
That's
I'm
his
so
most
annoyed.
quotable film.
But that's the part that he plays.
yeah.
And then my dad was like, I was like, that guy annoys me. My dad's like, no, that's funny.
His character
That's
is annoying.
he's being funny.
Yeah.
Like he's annoying you and that's what's funny. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So now I see him in a different light and he's really good.
He's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
The word,
And
I
it's
mean,
infuriating.
It's
me.
infuriating. He's hard to watch sometimes. He's
excited.
that good at it. But yeah,
um,
I'm very excited about that. That sounds good.
I hope they bring them all back. I hope he's in this movie. I hope they
Yeah.
they have to like hit all those nostalgic references at some point.
100%.
I hope Anna Faris and Regina never mind.
Regina Hall.
Regina Hall.
Like never mind.
Regina Hall has to look.
She
I'm
has to.
sorry.
She steals the show.
No,
She
offense.
does.
Anna Faris is she's hilarious.
She's
but
funny. But Regina
Regina
Hall
Hall's gotta be
definitely
in it.
steals the show.
She does.
That part.
She's just the
The
one in
first
that
one?
movie.
Yeah.
The first.
I mean, that's the second. All of them. All
Yeah.
of them.
They're all really good.
I think
Oh,
'cause-
I've never seen the fifth one.
no,
to be
it's
fair.
terrible. It's the one with
I've never
Charlie Sheen. Sorry, Charlie.
really?
Yeah.
Is that real?
Yeah, Charlie Sheen's like the lead in the fifth one.
Oh, and Lindsay Lohan and like
Yes.
got the Viagra thing.
It's not good. Yeah, it's not.
not
it's
good.
like-
Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen are in it. That
Yeah.
exists.
and it makes fun
You
of like I
guys,
think.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm from a different timeline. I did not experience. I didn't experience that at all.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't exist. for
I
me.
wouldn't recommend it to everybody. I will
Keep that
recommend a
one.
Haunted House 2 though. Go watch a
All right.
Haunted House 2.
We'll watch it for sure.
There's like a handful of scenes in there where just comedic gold. Marlon
Yeah.
Wayans is golden. Oh dang it! Did I just spoil that one? Okay, here's the other one. Ready, nerds?
Mhm.
You nerds ready for this? Tom Holland was on a little show with a little gentleman named Jimmy Fallon, and he confirmed that Spider-Man 4 is in the works. at Marvel Studios and begins filming in 2025. So Tom Holland is coming back. Don't worry, everybody, settle down. He'll be back as Peter Parker.
You know what? I want to say something. I think he's cute as Peter Parker. He's a cute Peter Parker. He's just a little cute guy.
He's a cute little Parker.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy, which I like because it's like a teenager kind of vibe.
That's
He's
how
like
he
just
was
a-
written to be by
Exactly.
Steve.
I
and
think he's
Stan.
good. I think he's like perfect in that part.
Yeah.
Just like a cute little teenager.
Well, I
kinda-
don't think it was anybody's complaint about it. I think he just got tired. He didn't want to do it, it seemed like. for a
No, I
minute.
don't think it's a complaint. No one complained about it. I just think.
He did.
Oh, he did.
Tom
Yeah.
Holland was like,
He wanted to be typecasted
I
anymore.
want to drink and.
Oh,
hang out
because
with
then he
Zendaya."
did that movie
On-
Cherry, and
yeah.
like another one where he like in Cherry, like he.
He's a bank robber, right?
Oh yeah, Cherry. Yeah, but then he did another one where he like.
He did Uncharted with Mark Wahlberg.
He did.
Well, that I mean,
I know what you're thinking of. The one where he has a relationship with
and it's pretty.
graphic.
Yeah, it's pretty
Yeah.
graphic. Like he has a graphic sex scene in a movie, so I think
Shows
that
his
he like.
penis. Do we
Does he?
see Tom Holland's junk?
Does he?
I don't
never
know. I
watched
didn't
Why are you
watch
looking
it.
at TJ? I'm not Tommy Jack.
Tommy Jack? Do you watch
I'm
it?
looking it up. I'm looking it up. Now I'm curious. I want to see if I can
No,
see his
and
junk.
I need
give
to
him-
know if this was made up in my mind.
No, it was.
Did I dream this?
No, because I remember
I
like
could have.
You
no,
pulled
a
the
lo-
Daniel Radcliffe.
no, because no, I know what
He
he's
went
talking
hard
about.
in the opposite.
Yeah, he went hard. All right.
I think Daniel
No.
Radcliffe was soft when he took his photos.
Ah.
Harry Potter.
Well,
By the
no,
way,
it was
not
controversial.
know?
You know,
Nothing to
Learning
say.
a lot today.
Did y'all not know that Daniel Radcliffe had those naked photos? Harry Potter, like he was trying to like break out of Harry
So
Potter.
he like
Well,
was like
he
Is that
did a
Swiss Army
whole-
Man?
He did a whole show, like a Broadway show that involved it. No.
yeah, where he was naked.
you
Yeah.
can't not know Tommy Jeff because you're supposed to fact check everything.
Yeah.
So you
no,
can't
I'm
be like,
looking it up.
is
She's
this not
looking it
right?
up.
However, Tom Holland showing his junk in a movie, I can't find anything.
Why
The
you can't just
Google
Google Tom Holland's dick?
Bro.
He's like, I don't want that in my search history.
No, I mean I got.
So
Don't lie.
So I don't.
Absolutely shit.
So I don't think he shows anything. But what's controversial was that it's a relationship with another man. So all the conservative
They were like,
parents
he
were
was
like,
our
he's our
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. No, can't show it
No.
on screen. Wait, oh.
She looks like a Ken doll.
No, honestly, I think he played like a gay man in a movie, and it was like they had a sex scene, and everyone was like, "Not my Spider-Man."
And it's
No.
like
Everyone was
you
like,
realize he's not Spider-Man in this movie.
yeah,
You're like
he's an actor.
You guys
an
realize he's
actor.
not Spider-Man in life.
he's not really climbing
Oh,
on
I've
walls.
seen him swinging around.
All right.
I mean, the only thing that's accurate about the movie is that
Swinging
he and
what around?
Zendaya are dating.
My favorite thing
They
out of all
are.
those Spider-Man movies, and I posted something that was just like, "Hey, Spider-Man, do a flip," and then he does the flip, and he's just like, "Yeah!" Well, I don't know, random, I don't know, funny thing, but cool. I mean, I'm excited.
I'm excited too.
I'm excited.
I
Tom
will
Holland
stand
fan?
by.
Yeah, big fan of the MCU. Big fan of Spider-Man finally being in the MCU.
We'll see
So-
for how
Hey,
much longer.
amen.
Yeah, we'll
Man.
see.
Yeah.
No, very excited.
Don't fuck this up for us, Sony.
Hey,
Okay,
You already did
That's
with
for real.
Venom.
we convinced Tom Holland to come back,
yeah.
and now you can't mess this up for us.
Yeah.
Anybody else care to keep talking about Tom Holland? Look at this picture of him on Fallon right here, holding up that beer, because he's grown up.
Is he
now.
naked?
No, actually, you know what? I will say this: he's not naked. He is sober. I think
Ah.
is what he said. He stopped.
He is
Oh,
sober.
he is sober. He is.
Oh,
talked
you know what
about
that probably is? He's starting his own non-alcoholic beer.
Oh.
So
Oh, there it
that's
is.
probably what he's drinking.
What's the point of that? Just carbs? Just,
Um,
I want to
Just
drink a
carbs?
loaf of bread and not get drunk.
Some people actually like the taste
the
of
taste
beer.
of beer.
Couldn't be me, but some people do.
I was about to say, do you like the taste of beer?
I, do.
I love the taste of beer.
But
I get it, but also I wouldn't drink it if it was non-alcoholic. I don't know.
No,
Maybe I would.
I'm not good for it. By the way, we don't condone.
yeah,
If you want to be sober, please be sober.
yeah. Or you know,
Hey, I am not knocking it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Well-
no, I mean, you're not cool in my book if you're not doing drugs and alcohol, but it's okay.
What is that?
I'm not cool. Like, what the
I mean, yeah, I
fuck?
mean, you're cool. You're cool enough. You're here, but
What
you
is
could-
it in
you
uh,
could be- you could be cooler.
Hear that?
Like,
Wolf of
I'm not
Wall
cooler if I
Street-
decide to drink,
in Wolf
you
of
know,
Wall
I
Street
mean,
when he's
peer
like,
pressure.
I'm drinking
Jeez.
non-alcoholic. He's like, you want a beer? And he's like, it doesn't have alcohol in it. And Jonah Hill's like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? I can't. He's like, I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't get it.
What's the point?
No,
And it's
no,
like,
good.
no, there's definitely a point.
We'll do another episode on it, but Kava Nectar's the big thing right now.
Oh,
Dude, so
Well, it gets you
I'm looking up.
high.
No, it doesn't.
Oh,
It
because I'm like, but
it's like not a hallucinant, but it gets you.
what is
feeling-
Kava Nectar? Or explain this to me.
Jesus, and I'm not again.
no, because
Tommy
you go to
Jessica-
those tea houses. I
Tommy
went
Jessica-
to one of those tea houses one time, and I like walked in. I was like, I'm waiting around for a movie to start, and they were like, "Welcome in, have this," and I was like, "How lovely," and they're like, I don't know. It had such a weird vibe, and they're like, "It'll get you high," and I was like,
No. So
"Oh,
Kava Nectar, Kava,
no, thank you."
the founder has a bar in LA, and it's to promote non-alcoholic substitute. And she kind of mentions like, look, I have anxiety too, but this just helps to relax me.
It's like chamomile or something,
Basically,
Yeah.
but it's like a really strong. It comes from the Kava Nectar like root,
like lavender or something.
probably. It's
And you want to mix it with coconut water specifically for maximum yumminess.
Hey,
That is
Tommy Jeff.
gold
Hey,
from-
Tommy
gold
Jeff.
right
This is
from-
Hey,
Tommy
I'm
Jeff
just
is
reading
paying
that right
dividends
now.
right now.
Tommy Jeff, I'm
Right.
gonna need you to never say yumminess again. Okay, that's on God.
Maximum yumminess.
now
Don't ever.
now we're making it a button.
That's the
We're gonna make that a button. Yumminess.
Don't
That was the
ever.
comic. Yumminess.
Maximum yumminess. All right.
That is literally when you whisper. I hate it.
See what you
No
did, Tom
whispering?
Holland.
All right, I won't whisper.
You're the worst.
Just kidding.
ASMR into the
I know.
microphone.
Yumminess.
All
So
right.
this whole website for Kava Nectar makes me think that I should be getting stoned. while
No,
consuming
I'm saying it
this.
makes you high.
Does it?
Yeah,
So
because
it
there's
actually gives you
these
this?
places that are like, come in.
We're
We have
gonna
a
try-
Kava
So that
Nectar
is
that-
a getting
in
you-
bold capital letters and it's underlined and it says feel.
Yeah.
So it's the world's best non-alcoholic drink that you can actually feel.
Feel.
But it doesn't say anything about
But what do you
It,
feel?
Feel
it gets
higher.
you like loosey
It's a medicinal root, right?
yeah.
Yeah, because it's straight
It's
up
a
looks like dirt.
medicinal root.
It's
It
like
does
the
give you
episode. There's like an
loosey-goosey,
episode of
for sure.
The Sopranos where because Chrissy's like a recovering addict, and I
Yeah.
think there's some sort of like root that they make a tea out of. They're like, if you brew it the right way, it makes you like. But he ends up drinking it or whatever because they're like, it'll make you feel like sleepy, and he ends up relapsing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it gets you high.
Yeah,
It
because
also says for first time Kava Nectar drinkers, you need to have 2 to 3 cups.
don't give me that.
Dude,
This is
don't-
gonna
That
be-
is-
this
Feel
is gonna be
something?
to reduce stress and anxiety.
Look, I'm gonna
enhance
do
your
it.
mood,
I'm gonna fucking
and
do it.
improve
Listen to
your
this.
sleep quality.
I drink tequila.
I
But
drink it
but no, but good for you if you're not drinking. If Tom Holland's not drinking and it brought him back to do another Spider-Man movie for us,
Hell
I am
yeah.
grateful and cheers.
I don't
Cheers to
think
your sobriety,
Hey.
sir.
What do you got there?
Oh, it's a tequila. We'll talk about it.
All right.
Anyways, okay. This is a pretty good little news story right here. Robert Zemeckis says that he was on a podcast recently. I think it's like the Happy, Angry, Confused. Robert Zemeckis says that there is a good Roger Rabbit 2 script that will never get made because of Jessica Rabbit, Robert Zemeckis demonizing women. No, I'm sorry, not to misquote Robert Zemeckis.
He's gonna be watching
Uh,
this podcast.
No, on the Happy, Sad, Confused podcast. No, I love you, Robert Zemeckis. And Who Framed Roger Rabbit's one of my favorite movies.
He literally has it on VHS.
Yeah, I have 2 times. One of them signed by Charles Fleischer himself, by the way, which we have an interview that is in the can with him. But he says that there's a good script sitting at Disney. Here's the thing. Here's what you have to know. Know that the current Disney would never make Roger Rabbit today. They can't make a movie
Probably
with
not.
Jessica in it. If you have been to Disneyland and gone to the Roger Rabbit cartoon spin, you would see that she is now covered up with a nice yellow trench coat.
She is.
What?
Sorry, I just want to apologize because when I switched the camera to me, it was that scene.
With the
Yeah, with the hole.
With the whole
the glory hole.
Yeah, I
ruined our glory
I
hole.
literally like
Scene.
switched it to me to like make a comment. I looked what's on the screen. I was like,
Nobody's
Yeah.
paying attention to that. It's just a CRTV in the background.
That's what you think.
Maybe. Everybody's gonna just pause that one scene.
I'll say that I'm actually, whatever about the
Roger Rabbit
the-
2.
Yeah, I'm
Well, we have
I'm
Roger Rabbit
happy.
2. It's called Rescue Rangers with Andy Samberg.
It's that movie is so good. But I will say that if they made a Roger Rabbit 2, I would not be on board it. Like I wouldn't.
1,000% agree with you on that. And that was gonna be my
I'd be like, you guys know how I feel about Beetlejuice. If they made Roger Rabbit, I love that movie with all my heart, and there's no way. And they said they have a good script. Prove it. I don't believe you.
Don't do it
I don't
unless
believe
it's
you.
perfect.
Don't
Yeah.
do it unless it's perfect. There's no
Leak the
way.
script.
no,
Leak the script.
that's you
But
know
no,
what?
there's no way that they could do it because oh my god.
Because the legalities, like they had.
Bugs Bunny.
Well, you heard
But
about-
also so many people have died that were like the heart of that movie.
Yeah.
And you're
that-
talking about Bob Hoskins. That movie
Hoskins.
was groundbreaking, and it even created terminology of bumping the light because of like the detail that they put into that film. It is a perfect movie, in my opinion. I do not need to see anything else Roger Rabbit related ever again.
Never.
Don't touch that masterpiece, Bob Zemeckis. I don't give a shit how good of a filmmaker you are. I just leave it.
Leave it.
It's perfect.
Leave it alone.
I'll tell you though, if they want to do something, I would love to read that script. And perfect place to talk about it. Then make it into a comic. Give me a comic book.
Dude,
Truly.
that's what they did with Fight Club.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Give me a comic book. I'll
Or
be more than
also
happy.
they used to do like little like short animated like actual Roger Rabbit cartoons animated like before
Do you remember
Honey
any
I
of
Shrunk
them?
the Kids.
But do you remember them?
But
do you like remember them like you remember Roger Rabbit?
Yes, I do.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, I do. Because yeah. Because I would because you don't even start with me, bro. Because they put one before Honey I Shrunk the Kids, and I remember I would put it in, and I would start and I would watch until that point, and I'm like, I don't want to watch Honey I Shrunk the Kids. I'd take it out.
You don't want to watch Honey I Shrunk the Kids?
I do, because you guys know that I love that movie, but I'm just saying that I would watch it strictly sometimes. I'm just like, I want to watch that.
The Roger Rabbit cartoon.
I want to watch a.
It was one where they went like camping or something or other, right?
No, it was a one where he is getting all the wait.
There was like a few. I
There's
don't
a
remember
few, and
any
it's
of
different,
them.
all sorts of movies, and we have to go Easter hunting for them.
I will at some point. There's a picture of maybe like 7 or 8-year-old me at Disney. At the time, it was Disney's MGM Studios.
Oh,
and there was a Jessica Rabbit cutout photo op thing.
I'm sure there was.
And I was a young lass, straight up, hand around the hip.
Yep.
I got it
Around the hip.
around the hip, just
as
like
far as he could reach.
Wow.
I don't. At the time, I didn't realize why I loved that character so much, but I loved that character.
I
mean, I guess I knew, but you know what I'm saying. You're not at that.
Can I tell you something? And okay, so this is I think this is a test of a bisexual. Okay, if you watch Roger Rabbit and you're like, man, I love Roger Rabbit. That guy, I love Roger Rabbit. And then you also have a crush on Roger Rabbit and you also have a crush on Jessica, you're bisexual.
If you people had a crush on Roger Rabbit.
I was gonna say, wait, what?
You
Don't
might be
even
alone
fucking
here.
play with me right now. I had a crush on Roger Rabbit. You're joking.
I thought you had a crush on the fox from Robin Hood.
I did.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did have multiple crushes. It's fine.
I was like,
They can be
Oh, yeah.
animals. It's fine. I was young. I was figuring it out.
Anthropomorphic crushes. We're gonna have to go through.
Roger
Spirit the horse.
Rabbit.
what?
Spirit the horse.
That guy was a stud. I'm
She
serious.
was like, he was a stallion.
He was a
In
stud.
one-
You guys, I'm sorry. I'm talking the wrong crap. I'm talking about Roger Rabbit, though. I know. It has informed my taste for men.
So your
My
expectations
Roger
like
Rabbit?
Roger Rabbit or higher.
Roger Rabbit?
No.
No.
Uncle Mark,
Are
Roger
you joking?
Rabbit?
He's so goofy and silly and cute and loves
It's
his
been
lady.
so long since I've seen this movie.
Lot of
Watch it again and tell me that you
Papa,
don't
where's
have a
the
crush on
VHS?
Roger Rabbit.
Let Jeff look at the
Put it in
VHS.
right now.
Watch it again and tell me you don't have a crush on Roger
Look it up,
Rabbit.
Look at
For real.
right
I
now.
got Roger Rabbit pulled up. But
Were you-
It's not doing it for you.
It's not doing it for me.
I'm saying watch it and tell me that the way he acts.
All right, I will watch it this week, and next week for the podcast,
Let
I
me
will
know.
Report back.
Sorry,
Hey.
Diddy. It's a no from me.
Seriously, don't look at the picture. It is the way he acts.
It's his
He's goofy
personality.
and
It's the
silly.
personality.
You know that TikTok trend where people like
He
do
is-
the like hear me out cakes?
Yeah.
That's Diddy.
Hear me out, Roger Rabbit. That's all I gotta say.
No.
I want to do. I
I
want to
bet
do
you didn't
this
know
now.
that
No,
that's where this was going.
please.
No.
Any anthropomorphic cartoon crushes that you have out there, let us know in the chat.
What's a sequel to Lion King?
The
Simba's Pride?
Of the
Yeah.
Mohawk Lion?
Yes.
Kovu?
We didn't
What's
do
his
the
name?
child.
The goth teenage
We
lion.
desperately need to move on.
God,
past this
teenage
subject.
lion?
Okay.
Hello.
Move on.
100%.
Anyway.
100%.
You've got to be kidding me.
Hear me out, Iron Giant.
Iron Giant? He was so gentle and loving.
He's so caring.
The Iron
So
Giant
caring.
himself.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's so pure. I feel like you guys are
You guys aren't.
This is a crush.
I don't
It's not
know.
necessarily
We got
like
comics to talk
sexual.
about.
It's,
Do we not have,
It sounds
do we
sexual.
not-
I was gonna talk about my
Okay.
week.
it's a
Okay.
crush.
All right. Just
I get
before
it.
we move on, one more thing. So fuck,
You guys
marry,
don't get
kill.
it.
So, the Iron Giant, Roger Rabbit, the Fox. No, we're moving on. Next
Because I would do it. I answer those questions for sure.
Yeah,
No,
I've gotten answers.
I'm gonna avoid.
Maybe we should.
I'm gonna help you guys out not answering those questions.
Let's
We'll
move on
probably do
to.
this next week.
We do this next week, please.
Next week.
We'll all have a hear me out.
Oh my
You guys
God.
watch Rabbit. You guys tell.
Watch a wabbit.
You guys
Watch
watch
Wabbit
Rabbit, and you
It's
tell
Wabbit
me.
season.
Dude, she said it's wabbit season.
You. Ty-
Uh, that might be the funniest fucking thing we've ever
That's
said on this
the
show.
funniest fucking thing
All
that
right, guys,
you've
thanks.
ever
That's all I
said.
got. That's all I got.
Good night,
Oh my
everyone.
god.
CNN News, entertainment reporting. Colin Farrell shared a few texts back and forth with Danny DeVito, who is the best penguin ahead of his reprising role. So
Mm.
apparently, since they worked on Dumbo together with Tim Burton, Tim Burton's loving
Never
Danny
saw
DeVito.
that.
Is it- Which
Dumbo.
you know what? I didn't like it initially, but I like it. I like Dumbo. Michael Keaton's in it, Danny DeVito's in it, Colin Farrell's in it. It's a fantastic little film, actually. It's nothing like the original Dumbo, obviously,
Well,
but yeah,
In some
problematic.
ways, that's good.
Yeah,
Someone that's good.
in a
Very
lot of ways it's
good.
good. But it is a very sweet film, and I actually feel like it's one of Tim Burton's better, more recent films. But
Mm.
it didn't get a lot of
Interesting.
love because it wasn't Dumbo. However, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with the Penguin HBO.
I have not
Action.
watched
Need
a
to
single
watch.
episode.
No,
It looks good.
But what's that girl's
Anybody?
name
Anybody?
that she's in How I Met Your Mother? She's like
Yeah,
the
that's-
I was
mother.
just telling
that's what
Mom.
we were talking about today.
She was in another movie with the guy that plays Nick from New Girl.
Christine Milioti.
She's in
She
a
She
movie
plays
with Jake
Sophia
Johnson.
Falcone.
She's in a movie with Jake Johnson.
Yeah.
She's also in a few episodes of Mythic Quest.
Yeah, she is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes, she is. That's my
Dark
girl. I
Quiet
know her.
Death.
Yeah.
She is putting on a fucking clinic on this show. She is so good on this show. This is the only non-Batman show. Like, I didn't realize I was gonna love this show that much. It is
Yeah.
so good, and people are
I've
comparing
heard
his
it's really good.
Oh my gosh, because I was always like the Colin Farrell thing. I'm like, you can find anybody else by like, why all this makeup on Colin Farrell? But his performance is
Well,
fantastic.
He's amazing. Amazing
and
And Matt
Kristen-
Reeves did this too.
yeah, Matt Reeves produced it. The whole show is so good. I can't recommend it enough. I mean, at some point, if you know, obviously, I've given Diddy enough stuff to binge watch. But yeah, Kristen, dang it, I'm Milioti. How do I say that? Milioti.
DJ.
Only
I
seen
mean,
her in.
That's how I'd say it.
Malotai?
Hey, put her in a Roger Rabbit outfit.
Not even Jessica Rabbit. You're like put Roger Rabbit.
That was so hard to just put it in the Roger Rabbit. Look,
Dude, honestly, sooner Bugs Bunny than Roger Rabbit.
I agree.
did you guys think Bugs Bunny was attractive when he
Yes.
dressed up as a girl bunny?
I like the height the heels give me. I love that line. He says, he and Daffy
Bugs
say
Bunny. We have to move on.
No,
I fear I'm coming off as a crazy person.
but the reason
that. You're just a furry. It's okay.
there's a
kidding.
section for
I'm
that at Comic Con.
absolutely not.
How
Hey,
we-
we
we
welcome
would-
the furry community. We're fans here.
We
We're-
wouldn't
know,
everyone is
I-
welcome.
Their
yeah.
face is covered.
We wouldn't know.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about my formative years as a teenager.
Crushes can be innocent, by the way.
It
You're
is.
making
I
it so
agree.
sexual.
It's very innocent.
I agree. No, I agree. I mean, I agree. They're very innocent when you're a kid. You're attracted to something you don't know what it is, but it is personality things. Oh, you're right. You're right, Allison.
Thank you, Allison.
Sorry,
You're welcome.
everyone.
That's why I'm here.
Yes.
But-
Hey.
but-
I wanted to applause, but okay.
yeah. No. Pretty everybody. Pretty. You just gave away with this can applause now.
No, it's real.
It's real.
I
You're
turned
You
the
guys
light-
were cheering.
Studio
They were
audience.
cheering.
I turned the clap on and off again.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
real question is, were you guys ever attracted to Danny DeVito when he played the penguin? Because he's gonna show you his French flipper trick.
Who wasn't?
Who was it? Thank you.
Who do you got? I'll tell you, but you haven't seen the show. I was gonna say, who do you guys think is a better? Obviously, different penguins, apples and oranges.
I haven't seen the show.
Yeah,
It's
I've
good.
only seen the movie.
I'd say he's a good comic accurate penguin.
Oh, DeVito or
Both actually.
both of them? Yeah,
Both
they're
of them,
both.
really.
It depends on the take on the penguin.
Yeah.
But look, I'm just. The
I
show's
seen
fantastic.
the
Watch
movie
show.
when he plays Penguin in the Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, yeah.
He did really good in that.
Oh my gosh, I can't. Like,
Amazing.
I did not think-
loved that version also. It was very noir. It was very detective comics. I loved it.
if you loved it, this will make you love it more.
I know.
It's expanding on that universe. I love the Falcone, the Maroni family. I didn't think I was going to care because I'm like, Batman's not in this. Who gives a shit?
Who gives shit?
But the fact
We all know that the bad guys are the.
no, like,
I don't.
not always.
Hey, I know that. That's what I know. Was when I read Batman, I'm there for the bad guys. He has the best villains.
Yeah, but you're there
Hands
for the
down.
bad guys with Batman most of the time. And I think Joker too kind of just doesn't kind of prove that a little bit.
What?
What Joker show was there?
I didn't like the first Joker one either way.
What
but-
do you
what
mean
are you
Joker?
talking about?
Oh, the movie. Well, we talked about that. It was like a love letter to incels.
or
That's not like
Venom, or
fair.
Morbius or Madam Web or any of the other
You love
villain-
Madam Web.
I mean, I do love Madam Web.
We
but-
know why.
We know why.
but for all the wrong reasons, you know? Yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
Good show.
I just think that the villains are cool.
I'll say this is
Hey.
hands down the best villain without a hero piece of work that's been done. Period.
Really.
Yes.
We're about to talk about Agatha.
Oh fuck. Yeah, you're right. And that brings us to our next point.
Wait, can I ask? I mean, I don't care if you spoil it, but does Penguin like it? It's obviously he's a villain. Does
Yeah.
it like kind of, make him a good guy in it? Does it make
No,
you sympathize or empathize with him at all?
No, it's I've heard a lot of people comparing it to when you guys know my Roman Empire, The Sopranos, my favorite show ever. So I hear a lot of those comparisons because his performance is a little Gandolfini-esque, but it does blur the lines of like, clearly this is not a good person,
Okay.
but there's a likability factor to them. Just like Tony Soprano's
100%.
not a good person, but we like that
Yeah.
character. We follow these characters, but at the end of the day, you realize that they're still monsters
bad.
and they're bad and they're
Okay.
villains. And almost the Sophia Falcone is almost like the most innocent character on the show, who's or Sophia Gigante is what she changes her name to or whatever. But yeah, a lot of blurring of moral lines. Fantastic. I cannot recommend it enough. But yeah, I guess last thing, finally wrapped. We were singing it before the show started. We were all in here. Down the road.
down the way. Oh, how are we gonna do it? Fucking move.
Sorry, I was trying to
Fine.
switch cameras.
I didn't know what harmony
We're
to
like
do.
our own little coven here.
I guess we would never get into the road because you guys.
Well, the
yelled
road
on me.
doesn't
Ooh,
exist.
you know what-
Nobody would get into the road
Hey,
aside from the people
hey.
that got into the road.
Wait, real
Spoilers.
quick.
Hey.
What would if we were a coven?
Who would be which?
Who would be which witch? Protection, Green Witch.
Oh my god, that is such. That should be.
It's a good
That's
question.
a cold open.
Oh, it
We
should.
should have done that.
Who would be the-
Okay.
Who would be
Interesting.
So you know how each one's a protection witch, one's
Potion.
One of the
potions.
tarot cards, like the seer.
Yeah.
The divination,
Yeah.
green.
I feel like I don't know. What do you guys feel? What do you feel?
I don't know.
I need to be assigned. I don't know if I can assign
I
myself.
don't think I-
I
yeah,
know
because I
Well,
would automatically
am
take
a
death.
witch, and
I
I
would
would
give you the
automatic-
That's
divination,
green witch.
dude.
It's
yeah, I would be
different. It's like
different.
earthly.
divination. I am an air sign, and also I practice like tarot. So I
there
feel
you
like
go.
I'd be Lilia. Also, Lilia was like my favorite
Oh,
character.
she was so great. She was
Well,
so
if
great.
we're going
Fucking-
on, are we going on zodiac signs?
Well, no, I was just saying like,
Well, that would
but
help me.
that would help you. What's your sign? You're an air sign
Green-
too.
No, earth sign.
Oh, you're Earth. Oh,
So then
yeah,
it would be green witch.
Green Witch.
green.
Type- You're a.
I'm a Virgo.
Virgo.
I don't know what that is.
Me either.
I don't know what sign that is.
I'm a Leo.
Fire.
Oh, fire.
Bad
Oh,
bitch.
protection.
Protection witch.
Fire would be protection, don't you think?
But I don't know if Virgo's fire. I just feel like it's fire. I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't know any of it.
It's Earth.
Virgo's
Oh.
Earth.
Earth, wind, and fire.
I'm such a good witch.
I'd want to be.
I
the
don't think I
sandwich.
should be divination based on
That's
that.
so-
Actually,
That's such a dad joke.
Wow.
love it.
Yeah, I told Diddy because we were in a group chat and I was like, you need to watch this because we're going to talk about this on the next episode. And I just know you, and I know you're going to love the show.
Well, I was like, I want to watch it, but I do this thing where I don't watch a show that I really want to watch because I'm like scared that it's going to let me down or something. So I just rewatch something.
So I think this falls under Marvel Phase 4, and Phase 4 got all of the shit, right? Everybody's like, the multiverse Soul Saga was crap. And hot take. This is my hot take.
Okay.
The best things about the Phase 4, and hands down, probably my new favorite character in the MCU is Wanda Maximoff. And everything that's spun out of WandaVision is fan-fucking-tastic, and I think this proved it. So much so that I will say the worst parts of Phase 4, ironically enough, was everybody's favorite show, which was Loki. And I fucking hated Loki. I'm
You
sorry.
hated
everybody.
Loki?
Yes, and I think everybody, and it set up all the worst things. Like, think about the worst things of the MCU was the Kang Dynasty stuff that
I
all
get it.
came out of Loki. Loki, there was both seasons could have been one season.
I get it. I get that.
The coolest concepts they introduced was the TVA, right?
TVA was amazing.
And-
So good.
And so important for Deadpool Wolverine.
It's very
Yes.
important
TVA was sick.
in the multiverse. Like, that's cool, those introductory concepts. And I think we all just love Tom Hiddleston, and we wanted, but nothing.
Marry me.
n-
What?
And I'm sorry, Sylvie was a bit of a pointless character.
It was because it's like, what? You're falling in love with yourself?
she
Fall in
does
love with me. What are
nothing.
you,
Right.
dummy?
So, and then obviously we all saw how the Kang Dynasty stuff played out. And those were all the big key elements of
Yeah.
that show. And aside from, the TVA, like, nothing was good about any of that Loki stuff.
I will say
However,
that Wanda was fucking incredible.
it's incredible.
It's incredible. When I watched it, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, but it was such a ode to like TV and
Mhm.
like literally a love letter to TV.
Yeah.
And
by the decade.
by the decade,
All practical effects,
All
studio
practical
audience,
effects.
cameras, everything.
and incredible acting. And I remember watching it and I was like, damn, this is like the best thing that they've done in a long time. And I when Twitter was still Twitter, I remember tweeting, I was like, oh, I see you, Wanda Maximoff, traumatized little witch with
It's beautiful. It's
wi-
a story about grief.
yeah,
It's fantastic.
And it's also just like creative
Yeah.
it is so
in a way that so many of the shows aren't.
I agree.
Exactly.
So,
They have not done anything that creative in forever. Like
Before
maybe ever. I'm gonna say, like I remember watching that show and being like, oh fuck, like this is good.
yeah,
And Agatha, I loved. I'll just jump right in
yeah.
because I loved how it started with her still
In a TV
that-
show.
In a
Yeah.
TV show, I was so into it, and then you see it like. And just like we all said, like it's a thing that if you rewatch it,
The
it's
rewatchability factor on the show is amazing.
amazing because you'll watch it and you'll be like, oh my god, I didn't notice.
You almost have to.
You have to. You have
Well,
to
you
rewatch it.
definitely have to. And when I finished Agatha, I rewatched Wanda. I started anyway.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, this is so. And Mrs. Hart is in it.
Yeah, it's so good.
And you see it, and like when her husband's choking, she's like, she is literally reacting the way that she's like you're killing my husband.
Yeah.
Like, please stop.
She's so
You don't realize that the first time you watch it, and then you watch it again and you're like, oh, fuck, this is so powerful and amazing.
It is. Both of the shows have an intense rewatchability factor. You notice
Mhm.
things about the performance after you know how everything plays out
Yeah.
that you didn't notice the first time. There's a bunch of like Easter eggs along the way.
Mhm.
And like I said, Marvel Phase 4, I don't give a shit about any of the Kang multiverse stuff, aside from Deadpool Wolverine, the TVA stuff, that's great. But if you're going to take the highlights of it, it's all the Darkhold stuff. And it's like the what if with Doctor Strange.
Mhm.
I don't care what anybody says, that Sam Raimi Doctor Strange movie is fan-fucking-tastic.
I
And
don't
people really
understand the
hated on
hate
it.
about it. It's amazing.
It's amazing.
And Wanda Maximoff as the villain.
And because of
and then-
WandaVision, and now with Agatha, the Darkhold saga of Phase 4,
Ballerina is a
is-
little
she's into it.
tart to me.
Is so good, and that's the I want you to continue those stories more than I give a shit about anything else. happening.
I want like creative, amazing storytelling and acting, and like I want that.
Yeah,
That I craving that,
yeah,
and
it's great.
that was so good. I fucking loved Agatha.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I love it's not to spoil it, but yeah,
Oh,
We're
I'm
gonna.
sorry.
We're gonna.
I'm sorry. You said we're gonna spoil it.
Okay,
You
well-
have to watch every single episode tonight. And I did. Don't ever underestimate my binging abilities. And we better fucking spoil it
Okay.
right now on this show.
Well, the detail that me and Ty were talking about, the detail that even the costume designer was talking about into Wicked's costume.
Yeah.
about-
oh my god.
About like the inside being Vision's coat and then the outside being homage to Wanda and
Yeah.
just the symbols that were created
The
for
runes, that was
WandaVision,
Her runes.
her ruins. Everything
What
about
was
that show.
Chris's? Okay, can I ask? What were your guys' favorite characters and like
Patty
favorite episodes?
LuPone's
Patty LuPone
Mm.
fucking killed it, and she's my favorite character. Thank you so much.
episode 7, which is her episode.
And that is the best episode.
That is an Emmy-winning episode. If they just judge that show on that one episode, the I loved being a witch
Gorgeous.
scene. It was just like,
Oh, yeah.
I bawled my eyes out. Can I tell you that I cried in that show multiple times?
yeah,
But that episode with Patty LuPone, she killed it.
yeah,
But I loved how throughout the whole show she was saying stuff, and I thought in my mind, I was like,
There's-
she's living out of sequence.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did it, and I was like, oh fuck, it's so good. It's better than I could have ever dreamed or hoped of.
Mhm.
She was so amazing in that role, and that episode was perfection.
Yeah. Patty LuPone, I think, was famous back in the day. She was like Evita on Broadway. Wasn't she like a Broadway performer?
Yeah, she
Yeah, she was Evita, right?
heavy
Don't
breathing,
cry for
heavy
me,
breathing,
Argentina.
heavy breathing. I'm having a panic attack. No, she is very famous in the world of theater, and she is also very famous in the world of television and film. She is such an incredible talent,
Yeah.
and
I'm
for
almost
her to
sad
be
that-
in this,
I'm almost sad that character's
I didn't want her to die.
but
Honestly,
almost, but
throughout the
also
whole-
perfect.
She dies.
Tommy Jeff, don't fuck with me. I told you I was going to spoil it.
Audrey Plaza,
Yeah.
Lady Death.
Hot,
Uh,
Oh,
hot.
Stop.
Dude, I was
You
telling,
better knock it off right now. She's hot as fuck.
Oh,
yeah.
in love.
I told Pablo
Even
like,
even like with the like no
Oh, yeah.
nose,
Oh.
like
Give me more of that.
half of a
honestly.
skull face.
oh, she's
yeah.
coming
Oh,
back
God.
for sure.
Yeah.
I want a second season. I know they're not ever. Mm.
It's gonna be called something else because it's gonna be searching
be
for
young-
speed.
But when they left
Searching-
at the
That's the
end,
name.
Sounds like my Friday night.
that is so dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're fully spoiling. Like we're doing it.
Yeah,
We're
she's
do-
Lady
We
Death.
already said that Patty LaPone dies.
Pale
Yeah.
bone, sorry everybody, but either
Mm.
way, look, it
But
don't
I'm
don't
saying
let this defer
Agatha,
you from watching the show.
It is perfect.
It is perfect.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm saying when Agatha goes off and she's like a ghost.
Oh, it's so perfect.
I'm like, I want her to come back. I kind of half hoped that he would like. I literally the whole time I was like, he's just gonna.
Well, it's got to be Wiccan and Agatha kind of going to find
Speed.
Tommy. So yeah, because Billy,
Billy.
Billy's
he's
Wiccan.
and then he's
Tommy.
Tommy is Speed.
Oh, that's his name.
that's
is
his
Speed,
name.
yeah.
I'm not trying to fuck with you guys.
Oh, all right. I
Oh
didn't
my
know
god,
that.
but Evan Peters.
Oh, so good.
Oh my god, when he was in it, I
He's got
lost
me
my
back.
mind. I was like, this is sick,
Boner Jim.
dude.
Boner.
Boner Gems, that's
Something-
amazing.
Dude, the fact that like Agatha wears the like boner summer camp shirt,
Yes.
fucking killed me.
Yeah, it's so good.
There's no part about that show like it hit on every level.
Okay, so in the comic books, originally Thanos collects the Infinity Gems to impress
Death.
Death.
Suppressed
Yes.
death.
And Thanos is in love with Lady Death.
So that's why I'm
I wanted
thinking.
to see all of that
Wait,
tie together.
Wait,
but
let him cook.
I know.
Let-
Let him
so-
cook.
Let him cook.
Hey, let him cook.
Let him cook.
This isn't mine. I don't remember where I heard this, but somebody had said they're like, what if Death feels like she was cheated out of all of those souls from the blip, and it's a way to bring Thanos back
Yeah.
into the MCU because you want to get Death wants to reclaim those souls. B, the other thing is Lady Death and Deadpool have a bit of a love
Yes, they
affair
do.
because
Mhm.
Deadpool's obsessed with Death.
Yes,
So-
they do.
At some point, you could see a Deadpool Lady Death,
And that
movie
means
tie-in.
Aubrey Plaza and a lot more stuff.
Oh yeah, she's
And I
100%
love-
set.
Oh,
yeah.
she's full send.
I was telling
She's
Pablo.
in it.
I was telling Pablo like the moment I like, oh, she's gonna play on the show. I'm like, I guess I could see her as a witch. I mean, that makes sense because like that's what like her vibe is. But like, I love it. But I 100% told my dad while we were watching this, I'm like, I bet she's Death. He goes, what? And
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, like she's acting like Death. And I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
that's going to be the big reveal. And sure enough, which
Yeah.
is great.
When
I
it
love
was
when
that.
she
the
said-
Green Death or the Green
Green
Witch,
Witch.
and then
The
also
original
when
Green Witch,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then when Agatha was like, she's a tourist on the road, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
like there's
When
no
she
chance
said-
of her dying.
Yeah.
More, she was like, I'm less of like a Green Witch and the Green Witch.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. And then the tourist part, but then also when
She gets her
Teen?
bodies in the.
well also she said that. Yeah. And then also when Teen at the moment, we
Yeah.
knew him as Teen, when he got hurt, Agatha turned to her and said, don't. And I was like, she's Death.
Mhm.
She's
Yeah.
Death. And I was like, damn, that's cool. What a good show. Like
Yeah.
all around. I loved it
Yeah.
so fucking much.
I'm so stoked. And just even watching the first 2 episodes again, after knowing like this Agatha's secret origin story, after knowing about, Billy Maximoff, like all of it,
Yeah.
it makes it better.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a
It
better
makes
second
it better. I
watch.
want to watch it again just to see it like again, knowing the things you know. It is
So-
one of those shows, like we said, the second watch, third watch, it
So
gets
You
better.
here
and
sit
it
better.
there the
is.
whole time like the Leonardo DiCaprio meme where you're like,
Yeah.
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 Can you, Tommy Jeff, what's the episode of the What If with Doctor Strange in the Darkhold? Because this would be the order. It would be the What If episode of Doctor Strange with the Darkhold where he goes crazy. It would be WandaVision, right? It would be followed by Doctor Strange Multiverse of
yeah.
Madness. And then Agatha are definitely highlights. The Darkhold saga of Phase
While
4.
you look that up, I want to address you said plot holes. I want to talk about that.
What plot holes?
And I want to say, well, one of them, I think it was her mind, and also it playing tricks on us, saying when she was like Agatha was seeing stuff, she saw like the Darkhold book in place of her son, so it was supposed to
Yeah.
make us think that,
That she gave up her son for the Darkhold.
Yeah. So I don't think that's plot hole. I think that's just like literally just trying to be like, ooh.
Yeah, it's the throw
Well,
because
But
that's
you
the
said
that's
plot
the
hole, so
Here's-
I want to know about that.
I saw a video that had a few plot holes. I genuinely don't remember what they were. But my interpretation of that specifically with the hallucination was like,
Yeah.
it's all Billy's magic. That's his understanding of what
Yeah.
happened with Agatha and her son. So that's the hallucination that's gonna like be produced.
yeah.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
Honestly, when she said you're so much like your mother, I was like, oh. And I'm like not very intuitive sometimes when it comes to like movies. I need it spelled out for me.
Yeah.
But I
Me too.
watched that movie. I watched that part and she said, you're so much like your mother. And I was like, that's Wanda Maximoff's son.
Yeah.
I literally thought, because right when Samira something, she plays the potions, which
Jen.
Jen, which also she was
Pale.
on SNL.
Yeah.
She's hilarious and she's amazing actress. And when she said, "Oh, do you know that she gave up her son for the Darkhold or whatever?" I was like, it can't be like that easy, you know?
Yeah.
But then Agatha started acting like it was her son, and I was like, it still can't be that easy.
Mhm.
And then she said, "You're so much like your mother," and I was like, Wanda's son, Wanda's son,
Catherine Hahn's performance too.
Catherine Hahn,
So
the
many
woman
layers
that
to
you
it.
are,
Yeah, so many layers. You know, it's funny because
insane.
is this kind of her first like leading role thing? Because
I guess
She plays smaller characters on,
so.
she's always a character actor. This is
Parks
almost
and
her
Rec.
first like thing that kind of relies on her as a lead. And the
But-
layers of her acting and rewatching and seeing like, oh, this is why you're reacting this way. Oh, this is why you're reacting this way
Mhm.
is fantastic.
But
in
I
the
will
second
say,
watch.
when people say character actor, it means actually, I don't want to say that.
It's not because you're not a lead. Like
You're
think of,
not
like
a
Vincent
leading whatever,
D'Onofrio, right?
but you're always playing like a different
She's
like
got the lead in a few things.
character. A
Catherine Hahn?
character.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
think that she's always like presented herself like very there, very
she was in
leading
Bad
lady.
Moms. I mean, she was hilarious in
Mm.
Step Brothers. Oh, Mrs. Fletcher.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Tiny
never
Beautiful
seen
Things.
Tiny Beautiful Things. I haven't seen any of those things.
either of those.
Never, yeah.
They're
But
leading.
that is, you know,
But she
not
steals the
leading,
scene.
but stealing the scene
every
for
time.
Sure.
Yeah,
I want to see
She
Bad
does.
Moms. I don't think anyone's still seen it.
she's
Bad Moms.
fantastic. And
I've seen that.
watch Agatha
I
all
love it.
along.
It's funny. It's fun.
I think this is
It's
it. I
not
think
like-
that's all our news and stuff, guys. Anything else?
Can we
Oh.
talk about Agatha like another half hour?
Yeah, absolutely. I could. I genuinely could.
Honestly, see me after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I loved it so much. I really like. I mean, I'll give people, I guess, time to catch. I mean, whatever. Look, the show's been out what
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2
now?
weeks?
It's been long enough.
It's been long enough.
Well,
And
the
then
ending, yeah.
and the Wiccan reveal has been at least over 6,
Oh.
7 weeks. And
Marvel's
so,
already
And
posted
I feel like we
everything.
didn't spoil a lot.
no, I bet.
Just I don't even think that we spoiled the you know.
I'm just saying, Darkhold Saga is where it's at. Johnny California in the chat. What's up, Johnny?
Oh, welcome back.
Welcome back. Yeah, Agatha all along, fantastic. 10 out of 10. Would recommend. This is the part of the show we don't have a transition for this. We're
Oh,
still
I
working
have
on
two
it.
things,
Yeah,
just real quick.
yeah.
So news and stuff. I'm sorry, the camera's not pointing at me. I already positioned it something else. Over the Garden Wall celebrated its 10th anniversary.
Yes.
We got to talk about that.
With a 3-minute stop motion animation.
3.24.
Yeah. It wasn't long enough, but it was so good because I don't know if you saw like the comments. They're like, wow, seeing Wirt smile
So-
is like such a different change of pace.
It was.
It's like refreshing. It's like, oh, he's actually having fun in the
Yeah.
unknown now.
It
Mm.
was gorgeous
was
and almost
beautiful.
to a point where I was like, man, should it have been originally filmed in like stop
Stop
motion?
Oh,
Because it was so gorgeous. But then I got irritated because I wanted it to be longer.
yeah,
I
same.
was like, how? What?
Maybe.
You've literally been building up.
Maybe you get it.
No,
no.
they're not gonna. They'll never.
Well,
no.
it's
They'll never.
it's
do
one
it.
of those things that maybe should be
It ended perfectly.
untouched.
It did, but
It's a piece
they
of art.
could. It
There
is
could
a
be in
piece of
between
art.
episodes, maybe.
I think that they could go on like the way that they showed us, like that was them in the in between. It wasn't after.
Yeah, exactly.
So it could be in between episodes. They should have just made. They built up to it, and I'm pissed.
that's what they're doing
Like,
with the
I'm
regular
pissed.
show. They're calling it the Lost Tapes, and Mark Hamill's coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
I love regular show.
so it's the
Ham bone, ham boning. I was so bummed out. Like I loved it. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous.
it's so good. We got to go to Galaxy Nucleus
3 minutes though. I was
When's
like,
that end? The Galaxy
at
Nucleus?
least make it, like,
Sunday. This Sunday
10 minutes long. Come on,
it ends.
10
this Sunday.
minutes.
No, you get what
We're on
you get. And you
different
don't
vibes.
throw a fit.
I know.
I will vote.
That's what I tell
I
my
will.
kids. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Actually, they told me that first.
How
Is
do you
that it? Was
feel,
that the
Ty?
ending?
Like,
yeah.
how do you after you watch it? Where you're like,
Dude, so I didn't know they were gonna drop it like that early in the morning.
they
And
dropped it immediately,
immediately, like at 9. So I woke up to it, and I
and
was
I watched it immediately too.
right. And it was weird because I was like, no, I like turned it on Instagram, and I'm like, no, I'm not watching this. Vertical.
Oh my god, Ty, we had this because I was like, I'm not watching this vertical, and I closed out of everything, and I ran downstairs, and I was like, YouTube,
Yeah, YouTube.
I need to watch this. And yeah,
I mean, I sadly watched it on my phone, but I did watch it on YouTube as it was meant to be shot. So
yes, thank.
beautiful, stunning. I just think it just brought back a lot of nostalgia vibes. That link that I sent you, they did a live stream with the Blasting Company, who was the original composers for the
Yeah.
show. And they were even really nice to like, hey, we have some like minors performing with us, so no recording. We
Right.
are live streaming, so that's fine, but like don't record, just enjoy the music. You can watch it later,
Mm.
which I loved. So many different like talented artists. I really feel like I should have moved the camera this soon, but it's fine.
Has it been?
It's been on you this entire
You
time.
better fucking take it off me.
No.
Well, we're having the conversation. It's just I'm like down here, but I love that
You can see Ty's hands.
You can see my
There should
hand.
be a hand. Yeah, there you go. Hey,
oh,
everybody.
with my eczema on my hand. Just here's the book.
Ooh,
We're getting there. We're almost there.
eczema season.
Oh yeah, dude.
Teasing
too.
you guys with the book. There's a little.
Yeah, we're almost there. But different artists contributing their artwork at Galaxy Nucleus. So that's why I was like, we got to go sometime this week. Like, just set the day. I'll do it. Like, I'm not like I'm busy.
I want to go.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We could
We
do it
should.
tomorrow. Like, oh, I can't do it tomorrow. We could do Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
We'll
Let me figure it out.
we'll table this and
We'll
discuss
table this,
after the
yeah.
episode. But we do. Maybe you'll see us there at the Galaxy
And we'll
Nucleus.
see us.
Yes,
Um,
maybe.
Maybe Galaxy Nucleus. Maybe you should sponsor us.
Yeah,
Hey. Yes,
Hmm?
dude.
maybe so.
I was gonna say we always talk about A24 on the show. We need to talk about Neon and how they're cooking.
Oh, Ty
They
saw a
are.
movie.
I did
Let
see.
him talk.
I did see a movie. I went. Let them talk.
Damn, you don't own the theater.
I know. I know. It's like I can't. I don't know. I guess I can move the camera, but I don't know.
Come on.
Just
Come
put
on.
it,
Hey,
like above you
Just
at
lay
0.5.
down and just talk.
I know. I should.
There you
huh?
go.
Well, it's fine.
Magnet.
Okay, there we go.
You don't have your sunglasses now, though.
I know. I got them right here. My eyes are really red, folks, and watery. So less light, the better.
But
Sure, Ty.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Every time I'm on camera, I feel like I need to talk.
You can. You want to? Do you have any news?
While you're having this conversation.
Ty's like,
He's just like look at the camera, like,
Tommy just oh, camera's on me. Oh my god.
Here, read a book and look like you're busy. I don't know, man. Do whatever you want. We love you.
Go swap the
swap.
VHS.
No,
Swap- yeah.
Hey,
Go put it
Put
in.
hey, put Roger Rabbit
for
on.
real.
I can do that from here. actually.
Ooh.
You know, we have Roger Rabbit.
We do have Roger Rabbit.
We do have Roger.
Find
Rabbit.
it.
Jessica
Oh,
Rabbit's
found
too
it.
sexy. We've
I got
already
it.
Just kidding,
discovered
but
this.
No, apparently.
Be
Roger
kind,
Rabbit is too
rewind.
sexy.
It's yeah, there it is. It's up there. Perfect. You can do it.
Let's do
All
it.
right.
Yeah. Well, I was telling I was on the phone with a friend. I was telling my mom, like, this might be my like new Wednesday tradition is to like go to movie because it's down the street and then just come here.
What movie did you see?
I went to go see Anora today.
From Neon.
From Neon.
Mhm.
Also, they're producing The Monkey, which is like a series of collected Stephen King shorts
Oh,
with
yeah.
the weird
Yes.
deaths. I really stoked on that. They did long. It's that, and the person that's doing that is the same director that did Long Legs,
Oh,
which was
weird.
super popular.
Weird.
Yeah, well, Long
Did you
Legs
guys
was
watch-
weird.
I need
Yeah.
to. I need to.
I've seen enough clips to where I'm like, this is weird.
I
Dude,
watched
Nicolas
it.
Cage. How was it?
I liked it. It was good. I thought it had a lot of potential, but at the end, it just kind of.
Mm,
It's kind of one of those movies. At the end, it's like
yeah.
nothing.
I think it's just one of those movies where you want to watch Nicolas Cage's performance to see what
I
he's
just
gonna
watched
do.
Wicker Man the other day. Not to cut you off.
No,
but
you're fine.
Man,
Nick Cage,
that man,
That man.
national treasure.
I think of Community
Two.
of Abed doing the impression of him, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, that is it." That's like all. Tommy John.
He found it.
We put it out.
Something's cooking.
Something
All right.
cooking in the bag.
Well, this is the opening of the film, is the cartoon.
Yep. All right. Anyway,
so would you recommend?
continue.
Would you recommend the movie?
Yes. So
Same director. I'm sorry.
No. So the Monkey's not out yet. Yes, I'm gonna go watch that. No, Anora is what I saw today. I'm gonna let Tommy Jeff like kind of read about it. But the way it was pitched is like a modern twist on the American dream and the American love story. And it was great. I was telling everyone I was the only person in the theater, which was amazing. I like the quiet.
Intentionally, by the way, Ty
Hey,
had a
is this what we
private
talked about
theater
the other
today.
week?
What?
Roger Rabbit?
No, Anora.
What about it?
Didn't we talk about this the other week?
No, I think it just dropped.
No, we didn't.
Ty doesn't see all the indie movies.
Yeah.
You guys, first of all,
He's our
can
indie
you
movie
tell
guy.
me with that little tuft of red hair
Stop.
and those little
Oh my God,
overalls?
he's watching the
God,
movie.
yeah.
I was like, what are you talking about?
She's sitting here crushing.
Hey,
Uh,
if you
we
enjoy
lost
this
her.
VHS wall,
Her childhood crushes on this.
I'm saying that tuft of red
distracted.
hair does it.
check out Fizz Me. You
Fizz
guys gotta
Me.
give them a shout out.
Yeah, man. Fizz me.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Hey,
Should I block the
Am I right?
TV? Like, hey,
Give her the sunglasses.
I know.
my pupils are dilated. All right, go on.
Hey, stop drooling over
No,
there.
it's fine. It's fine. Keep going. It's fine.
Anyway, Anora, fantastic. I was the only person in the theater, but I tell you, when I was like on the edge of my seat, not just because I had to go to the bathroom, but like it was so. I mean, there was parts of the movie where I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure this is where it's going," and then it happens. And I'm like, "All right," but the ending is heartbreaking. I will say it's
Yeah, I feel like this is what you said. You're like, it's anxiety giving and sad. And I'm just like,
Well,
I don't
it's
know.
sad.
Those are the things that I need to be ingesting at the moment.
right. Well, okay. When I say like
Next week.
yeah,
Okay.
next week. Well, when I said anxiety, it's just like there's like a lot of yelling between like more than two people at the same time. So you're just like,
Oh,
wait a minute,
what do you hear?
who's going on?
Oh,
No,
did they film at my house or
Is this my mom and dad? Or?
what are we talking about here?
so like I'll just give a quick
I
synopsis.
didn't give permission.
So I'm not spoiling anything. This is actually in the trailer. So it starts off with a Russian dude meeting a sex worker, and she like
That
does
cuts your camera. Why?
she like cut. Sorry, I'm like focusing on too many things right now.
If it's on me, I swear to fucking God.
While she's watching Roger
I
Rabbit
know.
with the
That's
sucko low.
secretly what I'm trying to do.
Wiggle that tail.
Anyway,
I'm
the American dream.
I'm joking.
Yes, we believe
Obviously.
American dream. Anora meets this guy, and he like straight up like after spending some time with her is like asks her to marry him, and she's like, no, you're not serious. And she goes 3 carats, and with her little
That
accent.
movie.
And then
okay.
she goes like, how about 5? How it's like, it's just a rich Russian dude. And then eventually they get married, and then like people from that family's going after them. And then what I like about it is because like,
Because he marries a sex worker.
yeah.
Yeah.
But what's so funny, because like, and I know we talked about this before, how in movies, the bad guys can never have an iPhone.
Oh.
So there was a character with an iPhone. I'm like, I'm pretty sure he's gonna turn a leaf Sure enough, it happens, and I'm like, all right.
Bullshit.
So she's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Yes,
right?
she is. So
And she's in Scream.
yeah, she is. And
Okay,
oh, good.
good.
She's good.
She's good. Yeah, she's good. Well, that whole thing about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like how a lot of those stars were in that movie that are stars now.
Yeah, absolutely. The
Asa
Turned
Butler,
Austin Butler, Margaret. I can't pronounce her
Uh,
last name.
Margot Robbie.
well, she was already kind of a star.
No,
She was already
Sydney
pretty
Sweeney.
No.
Sydney Sweeney's in it.
No, the
Honestly,
she's not?
Austin Butler was already like, wasn't he like a Disney star or
Mm-mm.
Nickelodeon? or
Well,
something?
yeah,
Probably.
but not
he
like
had a whole thing. going on.
nobody like actually like knew.
New. He wasn't like big because of
But
Elvis.
Margot Robbie was in it.
She-
Sydney Sweeney is not in it.
She is in it.
No, she's not.
Yes, she's one of the Manson
She
family
is.
girls. She's the girl
Bet.
Of course, Pablo knows this.
How much do you want to bet?
Oh,
You didn't
okay.
tell me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sydney Sweeney and what?
In Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
also Lennon Dunham is in it.
no, the girl from The Substance is in it. She's the girl that Leo picks up.
Oh,
Not
Ella
Leo,
Fanning is
yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
with the feet.
Oh,
Yeah, she is
Dakota
in it.
Fanning
She's
is in it.
Wait, say
What?
one more time.
I'm sorry, Tommy Jeff. Cut to
Sydney
Tommy Jeff.
Sweeney plays Snake in Once Upon a Time.
The girl
Sydney
that
Sweeney.
answers the screen door when
Yeah,
Brad
it's
Pitt
Sydney
comes up.
Sweeney.
That's Sydney Sweeney.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look, she's very
I'm sorry,
recognizable.
Pablo,
okay?
but okay, I didn't recognize her because she's 12.
No, she's not. She's not 12. How old is she? Once upon she's already
100% 12 in that movie.
2019. Yeah, how old is she now?
Look up.
We're gonna find out she's 27. She was definitely an adult.
Hey, how old was Roger Rabbit? I'm just kidding.
Hey, he's timeless.
Stop.
She likes the immortal one.
Oh, welcome to the people joining us on the podcast where we're sexualizing Roger Rabbit.
No, we're not. We're not.
I just thought he'd be good husband. 'Cause
I
look how-
was waiting for what you were gonna say after that.
he's a
After
good
this, yeah.
husband.
I thought he'd be good. I'm like, oh, don't say it.
I never even thought about like,
We're gonna get Charles Fleischer on this show because we already did one interview with him. We're gonna get Fleischer on here,
mhm.
okay? Who's the voice of Roger Rabbit, and we're gonna just
Who?
scrutinize
What?
all of the things about Roger Rabbit's anatomy that we've always wanted to know.
Whoa.
Stop.
I don't want to know.
Stop. She
How
likes
does
the
this-
mystery.
I just
What's under those red jumpsuit?
I don't want to know.
overalls?
The overalls are part of him.
Yeah.
How
Oh,
are we back on this topic?
No, we should have
It's on
not put
right
this
now.
on.
It's literally on right now. You guys are gonna
We
stop
got a
me.
book to talk about. That's all I got for news and
You're
stuff.
not gonna. You're gonna stop me.
ladies and gentlemen,
I didn't know
this is-
Sydney Sweeney was on that movie.
She is today's haul.
And she was not 12.
Today,
I'm sorry, 16.
She's 22.
Now,
No, she's 27 now. She
What's
Oh,
today's haul, Pablo?
Today,
one more time, please, for the people in the back. All right. Today's haul. So every Wednesday is New Comic Book Day. For these folks who don't know, every Wednesday at a comic book shop near you, there are new comics dropping. These are some of the new comics that align with our brand that you need no prior knowledge or insight to be able to enjoy. There, I guess, a few little things here. I'm a massive Ghostbusters fan, as you guys can see by this Proton pack right here behind me. Trade paperback dropped today from Dark Horse. Oh yeah, Ty, this is all the producer stuff. Ghostbusters Back in Town, Volume 1, trade paperback. This is a compilation of the 4 issues of Ghostbusters Back in Town. This is basically the filler between Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. If you want to know how they kind of got to the point where you get to in Frozen Empire, Callie, Gary, Trevor, and Phoebe
What?
are moving into the firehouse and ready to take on the Spengler family business. Or are they? Ghostbusting on top of the changing family dynamic has a way of going awry. That's exactly what one sinister paranormal force is counting on. This collects Ghostbusters Back in Town 1 through 4. Written by David M. Boer, art by
Nice.
Blue Delaquenti, and colors by Mildred Lewis and Chris Peter, who's also part of FML. So colors. This is Ghostbusters Back in Town. You normally hand these out,
I know, but you.
but Ty's got this new above angle camera. Sorry, No, I'm sorry.
I'll get it eventually.
Ty, you can get it back. Maybe Uncle Mark will pass it to you. It's a nice little game of show and tell here. Ghostbusters back in town. This is a trade. Obviously, really cool art. Really cool story. Like I said, fills in all the events between Ghostbusters Afterlife and Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Right. DuckTales from Dynamite Comics. Obviously, we all know a little DuckTales. Oh, Scott Ty's jumping. DuckTales from Dynamite Comics here. This is a classic take. The ridiculously wealthy Scrooge McDuck is the most famous resident of Duckburg, but his fortune goes far beyond mere currency to his young nephews. Uncle Scrooge is a rich, sometimes even more oh my gosh, I'm messing all this up. Some things are even more important than money. Look, this is just a relaunch. If you love some of those classic DuckTale episodes, if you love the original classic DuckTales from the Disney Afternoon series, if you love the new DuckTales revamped series, if you love the DuckTales, DuckTales has a lot.
Hey, take a shot every time it says
David
DuckTales.
Tennant.
It's so good, right?
So good.
That's based on the original DuckTales strips, like comic
Amazing.
strips.
And it's Danny Pudi.
Yeah.
And it's whatever. Go on.
Yeah, no, it's really cool.
I could
DuckTales
name
from
all of them.
Dynamite. Really dope. That came out number one for DuckTales fans. Now let's go to creator-owned things here. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Ty actually already had one, Absolute Superman. So we normally don't talk about superhero books. However, some of these absolute things coming from DC Comics right now, you don't really need to know too much about the backstory or lore. Absolute Superman, you can it's all over the internet right now. Absolute Batman was a hit. Absolute Wonder Woman was a complete hit. Going to League of Comic Geeks on this one. Written by Jason Aaron. Love Jason Aaron. Southern Bastards. Scalped. Did a really good Thor run as well. Anything that's kind of criminally Sopranos-y, I love Jason Aaron on. Rafa Sandoval. Unleash a shocking new take on the last son of Krypton. This is, I want to say, is a more morally ambiguous kind of take on Superman, which why is everybody just always trying to do that? But this is the one time I will accept it because the Absolute Batman obviously gone into that second print. Oh, look, here you go. Passing these back around. So that's out right now. It's a Superman book you can jump on for those people who always are trying to darken up Superman. You may like this shit. Absolute Superman's out there at your local comic shop now. Did you not have that one?
What?
Okay, no.
No, I do have it.
Okay.
I can show different variants.
No, it's cool. Killtown. Killtown was the other book that we picked up, but Killtown does have a tie-in. In development with Sony Entertainment, a full horror-fueled action. Killtown is a spin-off series of the Night of the Cadillacs comic book series from ex-Posse Street Savvy Min. Hold on, I'm sorry. Night of the Cadillacs comic book series from ex-Posse. Street Savvy Min wants to make her mark in the world. However, she feels held back in her role as a money runner with a 7-star mob, the biggest crime syndicate in Koreatown, Los Angeles. Shout out to K-Town.
Killtown.
Yeah, absolutely. When Min takes things into her own hands to usurp Vince, the notorious 7-stars mob boss, her plan backfires. Min is shot execution style and left for dead in this full horror fuel. Back to the Sopranos. It feels a lot like the Cleaver movie from Sopranos that Chrissy produces. That he's like, The Godfather meets Saw. Two fucking reputable franchises with a great track record. We're going to mix them together. This is Killtown. It looks really cool. The cover that Ty got, the cover that I got. Which cover did you have, Ty, on that one?
I have the Kill Bill homage looking cover.
Yeah, there's 5 covers to this.
And it's also
Ooh.
very Watchmen-like.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it is. It's super dope. But yeah, if you like horror, if you like mob stories, if you're a fan of K-Town in Los Angeles,
Hell yeah.
if you've lived in K-Town at some point, I think it's a rite of passage. You may like Killtown. Really cool book out at your local comic shop. Now, Living Hell. Yeah, that's the other one that you got. I can pass this around. Meet Jerome Jamil, husband, father, demon. Hell is not just a place, it's a prison, a realm where demons have lived in exile for eons. A few of them find a way back to the human world where they hide in plain sight. Jerome was one of the lucky few to escape and start a new life. And for the sake of his daughter, Jerome is determined to stay out of trouble. But when he comes face to face with one of Hell's bounty hunters, plans go awry. Caitlin Yarsky, creator-owned debut here. This is from, by the way, Dark Horse's website where I'm looking this. So Caitlin Yarsky is the writer, artist, colorist on this. And Clayton Cowles, another tie-in, Clayton Cowles, FML. Letterer for FML is also the letterer. So Clayton Cowles having a big week, just like Chris Peters in World of Coloring with Ghostbusters. Clayton Cowles lettering over here with this Living Hell book. Look, we're all tying this together. This is all intentional. Yeah.
We're tying.
All right.
But then, in the vein of Buffy and Good Omens, the story combines humor, heart, and darkness. It's a 4-issue series just dropped today from Dark Horse Comics, Living Hell. We'll give it a read. We'll, let us know what you think. Which is the other one that you have lined up there? Do you have this?
No, I don't have that.
Okay.
Which is the one for Buffy? Living Hell?
Yeah, Living Hell. Because it combines humor, heart, and darkness.
I love Buffy. Guys?
I love the original Buffy. Like the one with...
Oh, Joss Whedon's like a movie?
Was Joss Whedon involved in that movie?
Yeah.
I know he's involved in the show, but I didn't know if it was... Yeah, the one with Paul Rubens in it and like goes very 90s.
You don't like the show?
I have a lot of issues with that show. I have a lot of issues with Joss Whedon. There's school stuff from it.
Joss Whedon, yes, but the show.
I have an issue with that formula, and I feel like it's ruined TV.
Monster of the week? Monster of the week?
The Fade.
Big bad of the month?
The Fade from Boombox. This isn't Boom. This is Boom's like YA brand.
Yes, it is.
Right? This is from web series star Abria. Oh man, I don't want to butcher her name. Abria Yengar. I'm gonna say Yengar. Of Critical Role and fan favorite web artist, cartoonist Mari Costa, Life of Melody. Take readers and fans of Mamo and Critical Role, The Legend of Vox Machine to new realms in this coming of age topical news series. Brief synopsis here. Thanks to the fine folks over at League of Comic Geeks. Shout out to them, by the way. League of Comic Geeks is great, by the way. If you're trying to kind of like see the comics that came out this week, I'm going to recommend leagueofcomicgeeks.com. It also has a bunch of different things that you can like track when new issues are coming out. If you have something, if you read it, if you want to pull it, and there's a rating systems on there. So it's almost like a little Rotten Tomatoes. What was not the Rotten Tomatoes? What's the other one?
A letterbox.
Letterbox. It's like because I don't want to say Rotten Tomatoes because fuck Rotten Tomatoes. It's like the letterbox for comic books.
But sponsor us.
But sponsor us, Rotten Tomatoes. If you're going to sponsor us, throw us money. Maybe we'll talk about you a little bit more. But
letterbox, where you at?
Yeah, where you at?
Hey, where you at?
Yeah,
For
but
real.
we want letterbox, but we'll take Rotten Tomatoes. Sweet Paprika. You can't open this
No.
book, so I'm not even
Don't even
for
give that to
fans
me.
of Sweet Paprika. Sweet Paprika is back. Humor with a lot of adult subject matter. This is one of the variants of the Sweet Paprika, but I told Ty, I'm like, Ty, do you know about Sweet Paprika? What was your response, Ty?
I was like, yeah, I know about Super Paprika.
I worked at a comic
I
shop.
worked at a comic book shop.
No
Allison,
way.
check that one out.
Let's
That
just
one
say
looks
that
good.
book has a certain clientele.
Yeah, look, Sweet Paprika is exactly what
Tommy
it sounds
Jeff.
like. A little smoky, a little spicy. Tommy Jeff for fans of Somno.
I swear to God.
Yeah, you can open it. We're not gonna see it.
Yeah, just don't put it onto the camera. Don't face it at the camera.
I just won't go to Allison's camera.
Yeah.
First page
Just
you read.
kidding.
I open to a random page.
Just kidding. We absolutely go to her camera.
Good reactions.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smoky,
Don't
spicy.
show him. Don't give it to him.
Come over here. I'll
Do you
show
have Somno? Did you bring it?
No, you know why I forgot? Because it wasn't on my mind, and I asked you to remind me at game night to give it to you. So I would.
Don't even lie.
Tommy Jeff is just trying to keep.
He wants
Somno.
it.
No, I'm not.
Save
trying to
it in
keep
his
this
personal
book at
bank.
This comic at all. It's fantastic.
Tommy,
It is
come-
fantastic.
But
Come here and I'll show you. I can't.
Don't-
I can't turn
don't
it
show
towards
him.
the camera.
No, well, we'll pass it around.
No,
He's
he's
already
coming.
coming.
I got you.
He's coming.
He's already coming.
Oh, Ty.
That's not what I meant.
Phrasing.
That's not what I meant.
Phrasing Ty.
oh, whoa!
That's
Wow. What is this?
It's sweet paprika,
Yeah.
baby. There's sweet paprika has
This is definitely for you.
there's a sweet
Don't
paprika
make the
omnibus
noise.
that just that just dropped.
Can I whisper it?
This
No, especially not whisper.
uh
There you go.
but yeah,
Yeah.
be on the lookout for the sweet paprika omnibus that's out, but then
That's
there's
not
a
sweet,
new
that's spicy.
Yeah, that's very spicy.
they're just like paprikas, little sweet, little spice, right? A little smoke. That's out.
Smoky, spicy.
Guilt. We didn't talk about
was
this, but
really
we did
enjoying
go
this.
back and watch our Guilt Frame episode. But Guilt Frame issue 3 apparently came out. We missed it. I tracked the other 2 down. Matt Kint and his wonderful mother, in a kind of like BBC-esque sort of mystery solving fun adventure. Dropped. Did that issue 3 drop this week?
Issue 3 came out this week.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
then Pablo tackled me to the ground to get issue number 2 because there was only one left.
I did not.
I'm just kidding. He did find it first. I was like, yeah, man, I'll just borrow it. I don't care.
Comics, tunes, and toys. So the 3 shops we hit up:
Yeah,
Comics,
exactly.
Tunes, and Toys, Comic Book
Oh, but-
Hideout,
Listen, bud.
and Comic Hero University. Yeah, I had to give. Like,
Give him one of these.
but no, Guilt Frame. Go watch our Guilt Frame episode. Really cool.
One of our favorite books that we forgot to add to our poll list.
It's one of our
Oh my
favorite books,
God.
but luckily I've caught
Yeah.
up. It's a 4 issue, but when it gets collected,
Oh yeah.
definitely pick up Guilt Frame. You're a fan of Matt Kint.
It's in my poll at comic and
Coffee and a-
comic, coffee and a comic,
Coffee and a
and
Comic.
I just have not been there.
Yeah.
So I have a big ass poll when I go. there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll be there for him. Okay, Distillery. James McClevey is back with his first solo creator-owned project in over a decade. One for Sorrow, which I think is a song. Is it? No, I'm sorry if I'm uncultured swine here. Takes place in London in the 1900s. Something dark lurks beneath the surface. A monstrous figure stalks the city's criminal underworld at night, leaving trails of bloody corpses in its wake. Rumors about the mysterious killer spread like wildfire. It's a demon, it's a phantom, it's an angel of vengeance. Sorry, once more, this is go check them out on League of Comic Geeks. This is a new series from the artistic mastermind behind The Wicked and the Divine. Captain Carter and Catwoman One Bad Day is back with this comic unlike anything he's created before. One for the Sorrow is an intensely stylish supernatural suspense thriller full of kinetic action, bloody revenge, and ghostly mystery. 56 pages, $8.99 in this magazine format that Distillery puts together. Distillery's pretty freaking smart with this.
Oh yeah.
They even have their own boxes now because of their format and size. But $9, really cool comic. Let's see. Let me see if there's anything else that kind of it says about this. Oh, there's a bunch of different. Okay, yeah. Ty, why don't you talk about this one?
Oh, Jesus.
Something killing the children. Sick tick,
Sick tick.
as Sammy the Monster calls it. Shout out Sammy the Monster if you guys want to learn
Yes.
about.
If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have remembered about the poly bags, which I just ordered on eBay because none of the shops had the poly bags. Something Killing Children issue number 0 has come out. So this is kind of like a prequel to where we are now. It's if you guys, I don't want
Go ahead.
Sorry,
Yeah,
like
no,
the camera's like cutting in and out. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that one's funky. I'm sorry.
No worries. Something Killing Children, issue number 0. Again, you need no prior knowledge. Well, maybe you do because they reference Erica.
We'll just know that this is the horror comic.
This is
from Boom Studios
the
right now.
Best horror comic out there right now.
You guys,
It kind of goes into like her origins, like what happened, like how.
Erica Slaughter's origins.
No, so it's about the little girl. If you remember from issue number 1, that's missing an arm and in the red wagon.
Oh, so it's a literal prequel to where Something Killing the Children
Yeah.
starts.
So this is after Erica helps her out.
What's crazy about this comic, by the way, is that apparently they're not reprinting this. So whatever print
Yes.
run they made of these,
That's it.
that's it. And in the comic book realm, sometimes that there's so many variants, which are just alternate covers. But that's I'm assuming this is probably going to end up in a trade somewhere at some point. But
they'll-
as a single issue,
They'll probably do like a special edition, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I did.
oh yeah, special edition of Volume 1.
I did cover I did one of the incentives. I didn't get a chance to like look this up. But this is one of the incentives. It was only $5, so shout out to Comic Hideout. I did grab a blank variant, and then the poly bag. What I was talking about is nothing like explicit. It's kind of like a trading card thing. So the common cover is Erica holding a sword. The other common one is her with a bow and arrow in the same pose, obviously holding a bow and arrow, not a sword. The rare one is her with the chainsaw. And I think that's what Sammy the Monster opened up live. She was able to get the chainsaw.
Oh, nice.
So hoping one of the two I got is a chainsaw.
Yeah. So okay. So from Tommy Jeff, you guys are out. All right, guys. Start. Round of
Thank you.
applause. Thank you guys.
Take me with you.
So blink twice if you want to leave, Olivia. No, Sick Tick or Is There Something Killing the Children is Boom Studios, kind of like the crown jewel of Boom Studios right now. It's their flagship horror book. It's kind of putting them on the map. It is all collected in trades right now, so you can find Something Killing the Children Volume 1 from Boom out there at your local comic shop. It's the monsters you should be afraid from James Tinian and Werther Del Eldra.
Werther Deladera.
Sorry, Werther Deladera.
Deldera, sorry. I
Deldera.
don't know why I'm doing too many syllables.
Quick breakdown. When children of archers peak a sleepy town in the heart of America begin to go missing, everything seems hopeless. Most children never return, but ones that do have terrible stories, impossible details of terrifying creatures that live in the shadows. Their only hope is finding and eliminating the threat that arrives and at the arrival of a mysterious stranger, one who believes the children and claims to be the only one who can see what they see. Her name is Erica Slaughter. It's the main character in this book. It's a great book.
Yeah.
Great. If you're a fan of, I guess, kind of like the It series in a way, Monster Hunter. I mean, it's got kind of elements of it. It's very original. I don't want to compare it to anything else, but There's Something Killing the Children. You can find it now, but issue 0 dropped at your local comic shop today, and it is fantastic. Definitely check this out. Or track down Something Killing the Children Volume 1.
I should have brought my mask today. Today would have been the perfect day to
It
bring my
would have been the
mask.
perfect day. That's today. Did you get anything different from the haul that I didn't pick up?
God, I love these books. The only Marvel thing I picked up, just because we don't get a lot of this character.
Oh, you might like this, Diddy.
Yes.
I will.
Negasonic
Yes.
Teenage Warhead
You
has
know
their
what?
own comic, #1.
Yeah.
And I got this. There was 2 variants available at Comic Tunes and Toys, but I went with this one because it shows her with her love interest, and it has Deadpool. The other one was like Deadpool just like next to her, and I was like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
But very cool. Again, haven't had a chance to check it out fully. Writer Andrew Wheeler, artist. I don't want to butcher that.
Butcher it.
No,
I butcher names on here all the time. Time for you to butcher a name or two.
Eleonora Carlini.
All right, cool.
Sorry, I did my best. But yeah, it looks fun. It's very. I'm not too familiar with the work, but I do like that the Deadpool drawing is very similar to the Deadpool art I kind of read like in the early 2000s. And then again, that's the thing with that movie. Like, my only complaint about Deadpool is like I wanted more
Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Yeah, just like more backstory, because like in 2 she was great, and you meet Yuiko, but she's just like a little fun cameo. It's like, hi Yukio, and it's like, how did you guys meet? Like, why didn't they do like a short? Maybe it came with the DVD that like they did a little short on
A little bit
deleted
more
scenes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I get that. Yeah.
he was a really cool character that for sure did not get enough
Screen time.
Yeah, Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Eleonora Carlini
Yes.
and Andrew Wheeler. This is definitely off the beaten path for Marvel Comics, but if you did like a lot of that Deadpool stuff, and yeah, especially that second Deadpool movie, Negasonic Teenage Warhead now has their own comic.
Yes.
Spotlighting the lovable punk. Ellie Fimsmeister is under arrest when the Time Variancy Authorization accuses Negasonic Teenage Warhead of a crime she has yet to commit. She'll have to go on the run to stop herself before the TVA does. So there's a little TVA tie-in in all
cool.
this. I wonder if this so interesting. So if you're a fan of Deadpool Wolverine, looks like there's a little TVA tie-in with the Negasonic Teenage Warhead. Now that's it. That was the haul.
That's the haul. Oh, yeah.
What?
I just grabbed that was the haul. Sorry, everything else I picked up was like older.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
That was
but
this
very good.
week's haul.
This
So
week's
all
haul.
these books, number ones, you can walk into your local comic shop. Go ahead and pick up some of these books.
Do it.
Walk the wall. All things that you can pick up today and not need any backstory to. And then, while you're at that, maybe you'll end up starting a pull list.
Yeah, which I highly recommend. It's been years since I've had my own pull list because, as Paul and I know, we've gone to different shops today, and
Yeah.
a lot of them were sold out of
Mhm.
something killing. Because again, final order cutoff. Once they're done ordering, they're done. And a lot of people have this book in their pull list, so they're guaranteed a copy.
Yeah.
So it's like first come first serve when you go there, especially with incentives. Like we got there early and
Well,
they brought up the incentives later.
especially we're talking about a lot of what's called creator-owned comics. So these
Yes.
comics may not get as big of an order as a Marvel or DC book might,
Exactly.
right? So everybody's going to go in there and kind of read the superhero genre books. But if you're like, hey, I want stories off the beaten path, I want creator-owned books, I want different things. If you're like, hey, I love, for example, FML, which we talk about today, you can go. In Orange County, Comics Twos and Toys had a bunch of copies of FML and different covers, by the way. If you're in the Los Angeles area, you can go to Golden Apple Comics. There's Comic Hero University. There's Comic Book Hideout. There's Coffee and a Comic in Huntington Beach. There's a lot of comic book shops. There's local comic shop locators out there. Definitely step into a shop. And if it's something that you're into, if you're like, hey, I want to read this every time it comes out, you can start a pull list. Most of the times, most shops give you either free bags and board or some sort of like discount, maybe with the tax off, to where you can start picking up comics regularly if you love these single issues or collect them in trades too. Just go to your local comic shop. Support those local businesses. Now that we've gotten that out the way, let's get to the main event of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is FML from Kelly Sue DeConnick. Once more, Kelly Sue, writer of, oh man, Bitch Planet is so good.
So good.
Bitch Planet is so
I
good.
love.
Such a good book. And thank you, Cosmo. Great haul. It was a really fun haul. These are times where maybe a book like Bitch Planet would be the type of book that may lift your spirits in a way that you may want them lifted. And I can't recommend it enough. But yeah, Kelly Sue, I'm trying to think of a bunch. She also kind of helped revitalize Captain Marvel. And she helped bring up, I think, the Carol Danvers version of Captain Marvel. I could be wrong out there, but I think that was kind of what put her on the map was her reinventing Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel, which is a critically acclaimed run. Now I have to do this deep.
Tommy Jeff?
He's
gone.
Tommy
He's
Jeff left. He said, you
gone.
guys talked way too much. But also, like I said, Kelly Sue DeConnick. Oh, you also did Pretty Deadly. Didn't we do a Pretty Deadly episode?
No, we have not.
No, but we talked about it.
We did talk about it. Bitch Planet. Yes, she did the Captain Marvel run. Apparently, also did a run of Wonder Woman, which looks amazing. Now I feel like I'm gonna have to track it down. Are you guys sure? We did talk about Pretty Deadly, right? But let me
We
see.
definitely did, but we didn't do an episode on it. We
I'm
just,
gonna pull up a quick graphic before we dive into this book of Bitch Planet because I want to read everybody a synopsis of this one. I already have it, I think, pulled aside. This is volume 1 of Bitch Planet called let's see, what's volume 1 called? I think it's something about the machine. All right, do I have it? Stalling for time. Adding the stage. There it is. 2014 Best Writer Eisner nominee Kelly Sue DeConnick, Pretty Deadly Captain Marvel, and Valentine de Landoro of X Factor team up for the very third time to bring you the premiere issue of Bitch Planet, their highly anticipated women in prison Are we back? Are we back?
And we're back.
Your
and we're
feed
back,
cut out there, folks. Are we back? I don't. Yes, we are. Wow.
back, and we're back.
Sorry, everybody. Technical difficulties there. As we were see, like we talk about Bitch Planet, and we somehow get pulled.
Someone's trying to stop us.
I don't know who's trying to stop us. Let's make sure that we're good on the feed here. It looks like Uncle Mark. It looks like we're good. Sorry, our feed cut out there, but it looks like we're still going. So there's that. Welcome back. Cool. Let's it's fine. We're talking about FML. Once more, just quick synopsis. Riley is a teenage that sketches out his heavy metal future with a ballpoint pen between monster movies and band practice, but musical stardom needs to compete with high school. The temper of a former Riot Girl mother, the morbid obsession of a goth sister, and the eccentricities of bandmates that threaten to drive him and everyone around him insane. The balance gets harder after a ritual during a party in Portland's Forest Park causes him to wake up one day to discover. Actually, we're not going to get to that. Parts Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Parts, I said Lizzie McGuire.
What?
because like Lizzie McGuire has the
Yeah, I get that.
like the
inner
drawing.
monologue,
yeah
outer monologue that we're seeing and hearing.
of the drawing. Definitely a little Teen Wolf vibe, maybe.
I'm getting in Jennifer's body. I'm getting
okay. Yes.
yeah.
Say it. What were you gonna say?
We were saying like Diablo Cody was
Dialogue.
dialogue.
Yeah.
But also like theme. I could see this as like a Diablo Cody movie for sure.
Kelly Sue DeConnick. I keep kind of going back to Sex Criminals because kind of inspired, I think, by her. And there's no way Matt Fraction didn't kind of pull inspiration from a lot of what she does.
For sure.
But even in Bitch Planet, her dialogue is really good.
Yeah.
In that same sense of like a Diablo Cody. It's very smart. It's very clever. It's very quick.
Yeah.
For sure. So yeah, I got those vibes as well.
Yeah. But also like this like teen kind of drama playing out, but then with this like, dark stuff going on, you're like, I like it.
All right, let's pull it up, Ty. Let's kind of go through this book because this is what we are. We're at our core, we're just a book club. In this case,
we're a book club that likes to talk.
Yeah, talk all these different things.
So talk everything except books.
Well, we're talking
it out.
Talk about Roger Rabbit.
Talk about we're not talking.
Don't talk about my man like that.
Cool. Obviously, first page, first panel. Chris Peters colors fully on display here. Beautiful paneling. Beautiful lettering from Clayton Cowles. I'm a stickler for letters.
Yes.
Clayton Cowles' letters are amazing because it took me a second, but it's like they're lyrics that he's writing down in a notebook. And I love that. I love just the way that this is all presented to me. The art is amazing. And we kind of are introduced to Riley in this almost fantasy state. This is the first panel.
Yeah.
First impressions, guys, off of this panel here. We all got different covers, by the way. Actually, I should point that out. There's a lot of covers in this book.
We have cover A.
Mine was wait, which was mine? This is not mine. And this is not the toe one. I don't want the toe one.
Oh, that one's
Do you want to switch?
But yeah.
No, but yeah.
What cover is that one? What does it say? What cover it is?
On the back.
On the inside.
No, I don't
Nothing.
think. But just cut to let's see the. Oh my gosh, the wind just blew there. A ghost or something. Allison's got a different cover as well.
Feet.
Nice little
Foot.
It's foot,
Not feet. Foot.
which is a little bit of a spoiler.
Is it?
But it's on the cover.
But it's on the cover. But you don't really know why it's a spoiler until you read the book. And then I got this. This is an incentive variant as well.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I got the incentive variant. Thanks to the fine folks over at Comics, Tunes, and Toys. And then cover A. But yeah, the art in this book on this page 1, instantly, this is kind of what grabbed me about the book because we were kind of tossing around which books we wanted to read this week.
Yeah,
Which books?
And And
It was between this, Living Hell, and Fade.
Mhm.
and yeah, and just looking at the interiors, I was like, this one.
Yeah.
This one right away. And it's almost serendipitous. This is the book that's gonna heal us right now. I feel like FML.
Honestly.
It's something that was desperately like needed. Real okay. Oh, so cover A is David Lopez. Cover B is Alvaro Martinez Bueno. Cover C is David Lafuente. There's a Nicholas Scott cover for cover D. There's a Pepe Lares cover for cover E. There's a cover F from Emma Rios. Yeah, there's a lot of covers. I don't know which one. Let's see.
Trying to look it up.
Oh man. So in the inside of the book, it'll give you. There's a lot of different cool covers out there. For it.
Did you guys do the crossword puzzle?
In the back? No, but I loved it.
I tried.
Ooh, cover F looks kind of sick.
Cover F is sick.
That is.
That is really cool. I like what one is yours, Pablo?
Which one? This one or
That one.
This is just cover A.
I like that one, but they're on the bikes and ones in each other.
You can have this cover if you want. I'll take the other one.
So Pablo has the 1 of 10 Nicholas Scott.
This is the Nicholas Scott one, of course
Yeah.
it is.
This is my favorite one. You know it.
The 1 of
I
20.
thought that would be your favorite.
This is my favorite.
The 1 of 25 was Pepe Larraz. And it looks like this. Pretty cool. It's almost like what am I thinking? Why can't I think of the name? Gerard Way, that not Umbrella Academy. What's the other one?
Oh,
Paranoid Garden.
Killjoys?
Killjoys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's giving Killjoy vibes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I get that.
It was funny because Pepe is the name of the skeleton
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
on the cover.
But either way, a lot of cool covers out there. So there's at least 6.
No, yeah, I have it on League of Geeks.
Yeah. But yeah, dope opening. First
Mm-hmm.
panel. Can you cut to that one again? I don't know, Ty, if you
Yeah,
have
sorry.
it pulled up there. Beautiful first panel, notebook lyrics, kind of fantasy moment here. I love a good eye.
Yeah,
Mhm.
dude.
I love a good eye in a panel.
Yeah.
The window to the soul right here. The eyes don't lie. And then snap. Yeah, right. There's a reflection in the eye. I think that kind of gives you a little something, some fire. Is that fire?
I think it's fire.
Looks like fire.
It looks like a pyre.
Maybe.
I'm being honest.
I don't know.
Oh well, it doesn't, but it does in the way that it builds like that.
Allison, color master, artist. What? Come on, like this is. I feel like this is up your alley.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. And it's I love talking about the complementary colors.
Yeah.
And how they contrast. And so you've got magenta and you've got like a red orange here. So those are actually like pretty similar, but purples and yellows opposite, which means they're high contrast and they draw the eye in. And I love magenta,
Yeah, I've
I've-
seen.
Mhm.
Allison's
Into it.
ridiculously talented. Check her out, by the way. Check out her art. Was it A dot?
ATEAG's art, all one thing.
There it is. She's kind of like our art expert here in a way. But yeah, what is it about these colors? There's a color psychology to this because it's making me feel a certain way.
How does it make you feel?
I mean, it's very pleasing,
Yeah.
but I guess maybe the complements of the two colors, like
Yeah, because it's also very like warm tone. So it's kind of sunsetty, it's
Mhm.
fiery. So
sunsetty.
it's like
It's like looking at
so-
a sunset.
So it's kind of like
Yeah.
comforting in that way. And then you have like a hint of the cool tone in the purple, but it's still all very warm, which is nice. And then like the yellow is there's no white. Like the brightest part is still a pale yellow. So even like
yeah.
you don't have like that super super bright white. So
And-
it kind of dims everything. It kind of warms everything up, makes it
Yeah.
a little comforting.
I also like the little doodles of the skulls.
Of the skulls at the bottom.
Yeah.
Time you pull it up, I know you
It-
can see like
it
the
l-
lines of the notebook.
and I
it
love
makes
that.
it like, something maybe that I wrote in when I was
Yeah.
in school or something,
Toad, 1,000%. I was that kid that would, I was that
I
kid
think I
that was
have
doodling
this
in my
exact
notebooks.
doodle of just like a bunch of skulls.
Yeah, of
Truly.
course.
I'll find it.
And it's so nice to like see something that's kind of like informal on there and like has a different style that's
Mhm.
included. That's very notebooky, very like teenager,
Yeah.
very like what you were
Mhm.
talking about with like Jennifer's Body and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Very Scott Pilgrim, especially.
Very Scott
with
Pilgrim.
doodles all over.
Yeah, it's because the whole thing is almost through Riley's perspective, but I love kind of like the flashbacks. If we go to the next page too, because this is like almost like a fantasy sequence that we open up with, and then
Mhm.
Riley gets snapped out of it by his mom. Mom, badass, old school punk rocker,
Hell yeah.
right?
I
And
like how she was like, I don't remember.
I know, but that's Riley's doodle of her, which is
Mhm.
even better
That's how he sees her.
because that's that's how he sees her, and I
I
love
don't
that
remember.
that like mixture of genres.
Mm-hmm.
And then even when they kind of cut to back to when Patty was younger, Patty Cake, there's like a different art style there of her looking really badass.
Yeah. Also, the mom is always in a different art style. I feel like
Well, yeah, but because
he's
it's contrasting.
always seeing her in a different way too. Like, but
Moms
always
have
yelling.
layers.
Yeah, like
Always yelling.
Yeah, always, yeah, for sure. I mean, she's an old school punk rocker. She's amazing. Really adorable family dynamic as well.
Cute.
And what's crazy about this book is it does take place almost during the pandemic because they're all wearing masks.
Well, she literally goes masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm just like,
And-
no.
And this is what Allison said, that it was like very
It could have been written last night.
Yeah.
With how like
exactly.
topical it is, with how relevant it is to current events and everything. Like it feels like it could have been written last night.
It is
Mhm.
so relevant. I think somebody pulls out one of those like Elf Bar vape pens at some point in this book, right? And
Do
I'm like, yeah, I'm like, oh, of course.
Where's my vape? Where's my vape?
Yeah, it is 1,000%.
Wait,
Somebody
let me-
has the vape in the
Where
book.
is it?
It's one of the, I think the principal or whatever. But
Ah.
No way.
yeah, so
That's crazy.
hold on.
we have it.
That's exactly. It could have been written last night.
Yeah.
Just like you said about the
The
shortage.
sugar- oh yeah, the Adderall shortage. They're
I'm
like,
experiencing that right now.
There's a national shortage of Adderall
And just
that they talk about.
yeah.
Is there an
Like,
actual Adderall shortage?
Yeah.
Oh, all stimulants.
brother?
Oh, interesting.
We know the drill.
To get your meds for having ADHD, you're gonna have to wait.
It took
That's-
me 6 weeks to get my first prescription.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you
Yeah.
go.
And then you end up stockpiling them because then you don't know when you're gonna get your next one.
I'm prescribed Adderall, but I don't take it.
Well,
I'll let that
I know
sit
some
on
people
there.
that can help you out with that.
No, I don't. I
What's
don't
the
like
milligrams?
it. I like live. I just need to function with my ADD because Adderall like drains my personality. But
Oh.
we're gonna digress here.
Oh, what the hell? I take Adderall
I
every
do
day.
it. I do as needed, as productive as I need to be during
Oh.
the day, or if I'm struggling with being productive.
Maybe
I take it every day.
If I'm
Hmm.
working, I take it every day.
We quickly get introduced in this fun little family dynamic to Riley's mom, Patty, to
she's
Riley's younger sister, who's also super badass with the split coloring there and their weird little dog. And her funny kind of little like humor and jokes and obsession with murder podcast. I love that. There's some dialogue in
Oh
here.
my god, she is me.
Yeah, it's like they're listening to a murder podcast as soon as Riley gets in the car. And then sister's like, this is 8-minute murders. Their slogan is true crime in less than 9.
I love that part.
And I don't know if this is a real podcast or not, but I definitely have to try to listen to it. In the distraction of
9 minutes seems perfect.
it's this
ADHD.
but chaos in their car, and then we're introduced to Savvy is what they call her. It's like
Savvy.
Savvy's not her full name. Actually, her full name is
Savage Slaughter.
Yeah.
which
Erica?
which is amazing of a name.
Sit.
Super punk rock, jumps on the car.
Dude, I love the dog screaming too.
Yeah,
yeah,
the dog even does scream. Once more, I love the notebook cutout, kind of
Mhm.
like emotive little like lightning bolts and all the different things that's mixed into this. Really beautifully done. Yeah, they all kind of get out of the car. There's a really great line in here, which I love. Shark Barbie.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start calling people Shark Barbie. Sorry.
Okay, I've already done that.
Called somebody a Shark Barbie.
Yep.
They're going later
Uncle
Uncle
Mark.
Mark. They're going into their school. Kind of a really funny, weird interaction where we're then introduced to Lydia. And there's even a point. It's like I like to think everyone has a Lydia in school, right? I knew a few Lydias. I feel like overachievers, outcasts, nerds, but then also still Lydia's my kind of nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would hang out with Lydia. I don't know. No, yeah, no, you're not.
No, I'm saying I was like me, but then I was like, no.
She's on it. So Lydia may be taking a lot of Adderall. Who knows?
Or maybe she needs it.
Or
Oh.
maybe she needs it. But overachiever, Hermione Granger of the group, almost, right?
Yeah.
Like
Not me.
obnoxiously raising her hand, wanting to tell. Yeah, I love this. I don't know. What are y'all thinking about this
I
quick introduction of the friend group here?
love it. It's perfect. I like how when they get into like he gets into like explaining his friend group, there's doodles in it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, like it's just perfect. Like I love it so much.
Yeah, really cool way to explain it all. Especially who they introduced the girl with the witch hat, Glory.
Glory.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this
Oh,
panel is
man.
great. Glory moved here halfway through the 9th grade. When she had to introduce herself, Mikey A yelled "Glory hole" really loud. The next day, they found fentanyl in his locker. The police dog that found it died, and Mikey was never seen or heard from again.
Love Glory.
Savvy asked Glory to join our band immediately.
Goals.
What's
Yeah.
I wish I could say I was Glory.
Glory's clearly badass. The
Little
back
psycho.
of your book, I want to say, has a character profile on Glory and like outfits and stuff as well.
Yeah. I noticed.
Which I love about this the book as well.
Yeah, their variants have that. Ours is just the back of our book.
Yeah.
Because this is what I want. I feel like I want that.
So we're missing a few variants. I'm going to say maybe some of the other variants have character profiles on the back. Let's see
Yeah.
if this one has it.
No.
Witchy.
No, this incentive one.
Oh, yeah, the incentive one. Yeah.
Yep, the incentive one has Lydia on the back. So we have Lydia, Riley, Glory.
Glory.
So we're missing Savvy, I guess.
Yeah. That I bet you anything that was on the either one of 25 or the flower one.
Fuck, man. Now, the completionist in me is gonna want to get
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
the Savvy. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even today at the comic shop, I'm like, give me every cover of Grommets, even if it's a reprint, because what they're doing
Yeah.
there, and it's little things like that within comic books for collectors or like me is like I'm gonna want.
Dude,
Mhm.
what's the book that we liked? Moon Hunter?
Um.
No, Horizon. We both
Oh,
put-
the Horizon
project
experiment.
We both put down like we want all the connecting covers.
Yes, all the Tula Latoid connecting covers. Absolutely,
Yes.
I love stuff like that. That's what's really cool about comic books and collecting single issues is that art and the connecting covers. Like that's what's great about comic books. Once more, is like great. And don't get me wrong, I love a trade. I love a collected issue. I love seeing like the art in the back of the book. But having these like single issues that have
Mhm.
connecting things and Easter eggs, it just makes it so much fun to hunt down.
What's in the back of that?
This is just them on the
Yeah.
that's just them kind of in the forest there of Portland.
I love this one though.
But now you got to trade me because I don't want to open this one. So you got to trade me yours.
Give me a second.
Wait, what? Give
Wanna look at it. for a
No, I
second.
want the other one now.
No,
I
I like this one.
Yeah, so very like, and that's why I think why you're comparing this to Diablo Cody, like the pacing in this book is so good.
Yeah.
The introduction to the characters and in that Edgar Wright-esque
Yeah.
style of editing
Yeah.
is
And
like,
the dialogue is not so like normal to us or normal to anyone, but still witty and quick and fun
yeah,
and creating.
clever.
Well, like yes, but also like creating words that are, or like creating a dialogue that's
Slang.
The slang.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So like when you watch a Diablo Cody movie, you're like, that's not how anyone talks, but I like how this is how they talk in this movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's fun.
What they do in that universe, in that high
in that
school.
universe, in that high school, that's how they talk, and it's fun and cool and witty and good. And that's how I felt about this. I'm like, this is not how teenagers talk, but I fully on board
Yeah, and I love that they're in a band. And we find
100%.
out that their band is STFU. Is the name of the band. So now I also Glory kind of pulls in
Lydia.
Lydia, pulls in Lydia. She's like, no, you're clearly like our tribe of misfit weirdo. I like you
Mhm.
enough. And that also just adds to the coolness of
Yeah.
Glory. I think is just like, no, you're fucking one of us already because
Yeah.
you're such a weirdo nutso, like we all are, and I love it.
She's a
God,
little, she's a
Glory
little
is my favorite
psycho.
character.
Gloria's sick, dude.
Glory, just because also just like the balls that you have to just wear that witch hat all the time and just rock that vibe.
Yeah,
Hell
like
yeah, dude.
I wear this.
Yeah,
This is my vibe.
there was like an episode of Boy Meets World where like Corey gets like a bad haircut thing and he has to sit with all the misfits, and there's this one kid who just always wears like a D&D cape,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, fuck yeah. I went to high school with a kid who used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, who called Draco,
Oh,
and shout out to
hard.
Draco
That's
out there.
hard.
But Draco had like, he almost looked like Severus Snape. He had like long hair, and he had home ec together, and he taught me how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And he was really kind of just like an original human being in high school. And he always wore like a black leather jacket, but he never like wore it. It like almost always just draped over him like a cape. Like his
Oh my
arms were
God, shout out.
But he was like goth,
Yeah.
and I loved Draco, and because Draco just didn't give a fuck. Draco was just Draco
Authentically
and cool,
himself.
authentic himself and funny and into this shit. And if you didn't like it, then go fuck yourself.
And that's
Yeah.
the hardest time to be that is high school.
And that's
Exactly.
the hardest time to be that. And yeah, I'm very appreciative of the time that I had with Draco in home economics.
I love that so
And
much.
we played Yu-Gi-Oh! I think we both passed. And
I
I
hope.
don't think we did much in that class aside from play Yu-Gi-Oh! Holy shit! It
Again?
is so windy.
Agatha.
It's
No.
Draco. He goes, you call.
Draco.
Dude, if Draco floated through that door right now, that would have been so fucking
He goes,
badass.
it's time to duel.
I believe I was summoned.
I used to have the what's it called?
No, did you really?
Yeah, me and my brother both had what's it called? The thing that went on the arms.
The
Toy.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Like card, like
Straight up.
dispenser
We
thing.
had it.
Holy
the
shit, that's
arm
fucking awesome.
blade something. I don't. What was it called?
I don't know. I
I'll look
wasn't
it up,
that.
I'll look it
I
up.
only played Yu-Gi-Oh! With Draco because he just made it so fucking cool.
I never knew how to play.
Oh,
No.
I knew.
I never knew
It
how
was
to
for
play.
aesthetics.
I knew because of
I-
him.
I had the thing. I would play with the cards,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't play the game. I had no idea what.
Well,
I
it's
would
like
watch.
Pokemon, the
I
most
would-
collected cards that nobody played the game.
That's
for.
like
Same
the
deal.
coolest, most aesthetic thing I've ever heard. Like I have the thing.
I had the cards. I played with the cards. I never knew how to play the game. Never knew the rules. Watched all of the cartoon. Went to the movie. Got the cards with the ticket.
Hell
when I saw
yeah.
the movie. I got the pyramid one. My brother got Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Blue
Oh
Eyes
yeah,
Shining
everybody wanted
Dragon.
that. The shy. yeah,
I got that
dragon.
one too.
And I never was able to learn the game. Not
No,
once.
I Draco kind of would walk me through it because I think he just wanted somebody to play
Yeah.
with him. So he would,
Draco.
so he would Draco. would-
Draco, okay.
Dang, I can't remember.
But
Draco's
bye
name.
now.
But he would walk me through it. But this is just, I'm telling you, this is the vibe of this Glory character.
So
Mhm.
Allison, this right?
Yes. What's
You
it
can
called?
you can buy it at Walmart for $129. Oh, they did a 25th anniversary exclusive.
I
What the
swear to God, my
fuck?
parents probably bought that for $30.
Yeah, dude. Now it's
If that.
130 on Amazon.
Oh,
It's
I wish
called
I still had it.
Dual Disc.
Dual disc.
There it is.
Damn.
We had two.
There you go.
I loved it. I loved it so much. I wish I learned the rules to the game.
Oh,
Oh, this is how we fell down this rabbit hole. Me in high
Yeah.
school with Draco, but because Glory is such a badass character, Glory would be the Draco of this. But I love now that you kind of have the complete group here talking about their band assembled.
It's like found family, found friends in
Yeah.
high school, which is so cool.
Yeah,
We all probably,
ragtag
found
group
our
of
people.
misfits.
yeah, exactly.
And then in describing the band,
Mine
Glory
took a while.
I think I found my people here. and
Yeah.
I
It
was
took a while.
in the
Deep Rich's
calculus
nerd
room
cave.
at lunch. doing my
Exactly.
homework by
I went
myself.
to theater, the theater room, and ate lunch, and I was like never in theater. I was like, I don't want to be. And they were like, audition. I was like, no.
So if you were
Fucking nerd.
if you felt this way, like one of these people in high school, this may be the comic book for you because it's flooding all the memories.
Yeah, dude.
100%.
Of just the weirdos and is that I hung out with. So I don't know, but yeah, really great. We're STFU, shut the fuck up, not a band with girls, and our shit is so heavy. We're a black fucking hole.
That's so
sucking
metal.
all the light and hope into the abyss of our relentless darkness.
That is so fucking thick.
Yeah,
And then if
dude.
you hear a singer say that on stage, they follow it up by something like, "Do you suffer with depression?
Yeah.
Don't."
Don't.
Here is the heaviest breakdown you've ever heard. Don't be sad.
Don't be sad. Let me scream it out at you. It's like, okay,
Next,
I'm still sad.
really cool splash page, one of the coolest splash pages. Riley, I think, it's busted by a teacher. Wondering if this is his Mideast proposal I should be working on. And this 1,000% was me. I was always drawing. And that was
Same, me
literally
too.
all
Yeah.
the complaints. And I didn't grow up to do anything where I'm drawing it at all. But I mean, you guys did.
Where do you think I got my start?
My parents were the long story. I'm not gonna dive into that, but either way, yeah, there was always like Pablo doesn't pay attention. He just draws in his notebooks, and it was a dead giveaway because I always drew really close.
Mhm.
But I feel like this is the sort of thing that I would be
Needed
drawing.
glasses.
Yeah, I just need glasses. I later found out I have really bad astigmatism. So cool splash page. I don't know if you have that pulled up.
I do
there.
have it pulled up.
Yeah.
I had it pulled up.
Come on, like look at this. Look at this.
Dude,
I
I love the
love it.
rest in peace, King.
Bro,
When he
That's a
busted.
beast king.
Chanel's asking, "Where are you drinking?"
Chanel,
I just saw it. Sorry.
where are you, Draco?
Find him, invite him to the
Hey
podcast.
guys, I think I'm gonna marry Draco.
Dude, I gotta fucking find Draco, y'all. You have no idea. We're
But
gonna.
that you said that wasn't his real name, right?
Oh no, I don't remember Draco's real name.
Oh, great.
Ah man, I gotta track
We'll
him
get him.
down. We're gonna get him on the show.
Wait, somebody from my high school is on the live.
Oh,
really?
yeah.
I gotta check the live. I don't think.
I know. I haven't
my
been checking.
people-
There's some sort of weird kind of breakdown here with
Yeah,
because
he
we got a
said, "Can you
disconnect.
see that?" And I was like,
He's cool though.
Yeah, all
He
right.
dated my
cool.
best friend for a long time.
There we
He's
go.
cool.
Riley's in
Good.
trouble. Riley enjoying obviously somebody else having to deal with the chaoticness of Patty Cake, his mom, getting pulled around by her dad's dogs, trying to pick up dog shit.
So
And
funny,
this is
dude.
the scene where I'm talking about this principal so kind of like flustered that once Riley
And,
leaves
like,
the office,
skeleton-y.
pulls out the vape pen.
Yeah.
But this is the
he's
vape.
vaping hard.
She's vaping hard.
Right, where's
She's
the
like,
vape?
fuck
Right
these
there.
kids. Fuck these kids.
Right. Right
Fuck.
there.
It's cool something to take the edge off.
Yeah, like right there. She's pulling out of her purse.
I love this because this is just the thing. What is with these vape pens are everywhere?
Sick clouds, bro.
Stop
Sick
vaping,
cloud.
y'all. It's not good for you.
What?
I don't- yeah, cut that they're gonna do a one night only true crime murder con live panels podcast. Now I got to go to this website too. True crime murder on
I feel so
Murder
bad
Con
for this
Live.
principal though,
True
honestly.
crime. I got to go to this website. True crime murder con. Or Ty, can you go to it?
What?
It's at the bottom of the flyer. It says truecrimemurderconlive.com.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was like, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
What are you looking? Well, my eyes can't see. Shit.
I wonder if that's a real website. Let's see if
Wait, what's it called?
truecrimemurderconlive.com.
Could be.
While we're doing that, I'm noticing that I'm trying to figure out something about the art style. I'm trying to figure out when they use that like traditional comic like dot.
Oh
Style?
yeah, they do that a lot in the coloring,
They
huh?
do that, but they're specific
but
about
not
it.
all the time. Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
thought it was maybe when there's something that's in the foreground, or maybe when there's something that's like in motion a little bit. But then they have like that thermos kind of thing.
Mhm,
It's such a mixed bag of mediums.
mhm.
Because even like if you look at this splash page, like this is almost different art right here.
It's very different art.
Mhm.
The other, it's like very notebook sketch. Well, okay, so if I may nerd out a
Yeah.
little
Yeah.
bit,
Please.
You can tell that's done with like a thick pencil, thick graphite on there. That's at least the style that they're going for when it's that notebook style. The other, like the storyline is done like very ink like. And then when they do things that are like the flashback that they had of the mom
Yeah.
when she's
like
on
ink.
stage,
Ballpoint.
it's kind of it's graphite, but it's artistic graphite with the
Mhm.
shading, or like not quite charcoal, but it's very like sketch graphite where it's somebody who's like taken their time with it. It's not fast. It's not done during class on like a notebook with their random like number 2 pencil. It's something that's done with a like an artistic shading pencil, which is
Yeah.
cool.
No, it is so the art in this book is mind-blowingly good.
And it's always changing.
It is.
always
It is. That's why I'm throwing in all the Edgar Wright like Scott Pilgrim-y comparisons. I'm talking. I mean, like even Scott Pilgrim comic, but I'm talking about like the Edgar Wright film, in like the changing, the pacing, the movement, is so great in this book. And yeah, in mixing those styles,
Yeah.
they are
Like-
doing it a lot. You're right, but when
Like that's comic strip out of
There's-
newspaper.
so much to dissect within this.
This is out of a very pretty sketchbook page.
Is there a website, Ty? Is that
So I feel like it's such a
He's
long.
like, don't tell me.
No, it's such a long website name. Probably because there's so many true crime websites. So the answer is no.
okay? No, dang it.
But there's like true crime news, true crime this, true crime blah blah
Okay.
blah.com, and I'm like, okay, so that's why it's like
True
true crime
murder
line
murderconlive.com.
live.com.
Yeah. Okay, so then they're going to we're cutting to here. Yeah, you've heard of New York Summer of Sam. Well, back in the day, Portland had its own murder palooza. A lot of true crime podcast undertones within this. And yeah, there's even things about like grim fairy tales for the modern age, werewolves, vampires, serial killers, silver bullets, stakes, and DNA. If you know what monsters are, you can learn how to defeat them. And just for a minute, you can fool yourself into thinking everyone you love is safe. That's why people are obsessed with true crime podcasts, right? It
Mhm.
creates a form of hypervigilance, Riley says. But yeah, then they do the most metal thing ever. They go into, I guess, what used to be an old witch house, or apparently what used to be a bathroom that's just abandoned at the Portland Park, to go tell basically fucking, are you afraid of the dark? It up it. They're bringing, like they're straight up the Midnight Society here, telling stories. Love that Savvy also pulls out a bag of teeth.
Can you still see us?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, it's I think Instagram went down.
I see it's just fine right here.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
I think turn the page. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making
Oh,
sure.
maybe not. I don't know.
I'm looking at the right side of that screen right there.
Yeah, the right side of that screen I think is not, but no, yeah, I'm looking at this. I don't know what's going on with that. Since I think we disconnected, it got some sort of weirdness there, but apparently we're still live, everybody.
All right. Cool.
We're chilling.
Yeah.
With colon.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cool. Teeth here. I'm gonna make this a little less distracting if y'all want. We can kind of make it into this, but bam.
I can't see what's happening.
Oh yeah, sorry.
That's
We're turning the page. We're on your camera.
Oh.
Yeah, nice little backstory of Tooth Fairy.
That's so funny.
Nice discovery of young patty cake zines. Another switch up of art style here, which is dope. And I don't know what to even call this. Not the notebook one. What's the next page though?
This
Ty?
one? Oh, the next page.
Yeah,
Itself?
fantastic.
Dude, I just love
Yeah,
the
what would
whole
you
Tooth
call
Fairy. Yeah, what is that?
This is like sketchbook. This is 2 HB pencil, HB and 4B, like a mix of like shading pencil. This is graphite, but it's not done with like your traditional note-taking pencil in a notebook. This is like taking your time to do contour lines and cross hatching, and you can see, yeah, lots of shading, it's kind of like they took the notebook sketching and they like that's their quick during class time, and then when they get home and they actually like sit down and take their time with the pencil, that's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. And in these zines, by the way, they discover a lot of really badassness about young Patty Cake. But there's a spell offering to the singing sisters for their musical blessings. And of course, Gloria says, motherfuckers,
We're doing
this.
Dude. My favorite's still the mom. I'm 53, you fucking infant.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's the
Jesus.
best line
That's
in the entire book.
Yeah, this place has been here for centuries.
53.
Yeah, the mom not there, but you know, she's there kind
It's
of.
like the comments, like the Deadpool commentary.
Yeah. And so they do this spell,
Yeah, check it out.
right? They draw this thing out. And they kind of go through it. They all have to give something up, if they will, as an offering. Something personal, something you don't want to give up. How about Savvy gives up being a dick?
Got him.
Got him.
Sick burn.
Fine, then Riley gives up his sketchbook. Devils offer deals. Lydia gives up apologizing. It's annoying. I'm so sorry. What Lydia's voice would be like, who was the Roxanne's friend in a Goofy movie?
Oh.
It was like, actually, we're having the Powerline concert at my house today.
Yeah.
Firstly, I just want to say,
What?
I just know Rufio's
She's so
in it
bitchy.
for like a quick
yeah,
sec.
yo, Stacy. Stacy's her name. Talk to me, talk to me, talk
to me, baby.
So,
I love you guys.
yo, Stacy.
the voice of
Stacy.
Stacy would be
Talk
the
to me.
voice of Lydia. Yeah, okay, so they do it. They kind of laugh and they kind of blow it off, the whole ritual. And then cut to next morning. Riley's
And this is when you and I got confused.
Yeah, what is it confusing?
Well, no, because I thought this was like happening at the house while they were doing the spell. But then I
Oh.
realized, okay, it is
Oh,
morning
because the
for
sun
them.
rises.
Well, no, yeah, you see the contrast of the night.
Yeah, I
and
see the
day.
colors. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the Riley wake up, and then final panel. And once more, before we get into this, before you turn the page, I'm gonna say this is not a spoiler. This is an issue 1. This is what it's meant. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh, Kelly Sue DeConnick is in the chat giving us little hearts.
Oh.
We love your book. We love this book. This number 1. This next panel hooked me in, gave me all the vibes of the book. Kind of
Yeah.
comes together.
100%.
Very, very amazing. We turn to reveal that Riley is now. I don't even know what Riley is.
Last chance
horns.
if you don't want to know.
Last chance. If you don't want to know, pause it right here. Wow.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
He's
And
a
then
creature.
a creature of some sort. So clearly the spell inside of young Patty Cake's zines had something that actually fucking worked there. And hence also now Allison's cover makes sense. Hold up that cover, which is the monster on the pedal.
Toe.
There it is. So
Ripping through the
The
chucks there.
pedals.
once
This
more,
I can't see.
I can't say enough good things about this book. This
Me
is
either.
so
I
fun.
love it so much.
This book has washed me in a healing way, and it was the fun book that I needed. Yeah, okay. And then,
Mhm. Oh, and then we go into that fun bit. We get a map.
yes, this is also what's really cool. And what's really cool about single issues here, we get, well, firstly, there's a nice kind of little letter there from Kelly Sue at the end.
Yes, right here.
Kind of giving you a breakdown of what the book is, what to expect, as well as an email in there. Like speaking codes, the eyes of the man are ever watchful. Gotta go. Fox News is about to start.
Amazing.
And I need my stirrup. Citrip? Is that like a
Stirrup?
stirrup?
Citra.
Oh,
Citrip.
citrip?
Yeah. Stay sharp, stay hidden,
You know?
and remember our motto: salvation lies in the heaviest of metal and in the darkest of inks.
Fact.
Hell yeah.
Facts.
You spell,
Hell
you
yeah.
spell citrus.
Hang on, I looked it up. A
Okay.
periodic report of the current military situation.
Ah.
Damn.
We're
Got him
dumb.
again.
We're
Got him
dumb.
again.
We never said we were smart on this podcast, but
We
don't.
actually always say the opposite. We're like, we're not.
Yeah. We're just
Sorry.
We're doing our best.
We're
alright?
doing our best. I'm doing my best.
Cool map here of Portland. Put together for you of some of the fun little savvy spots of Portland. I'm gonna assume that Kelly Sue probably lives in Portland.
And can I say I grew up in Idaho, right? Like so Pacific Northwest, this is all encompassing.
Yeah.
So at the bottom, like all over it, it just has like little landmarks that are considered like Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
And it's very cool.
I like Portland.
I like Bigfoot over here.
Hey,
That's
with
what
the
I'm saying,
surfboard,
Bigfoot, because
90 minutes to the coast, baby.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's coasting.
And then we get a really cool word search in here. So if you're a fan
Did you
of
guys
word
say?
searches,
Did you guys find anything? Because
Yeah.
you did?
Yeah.
Then there's, and I need to go like through this. I love that Riley's top 5 horror movies, Glory's top 5 metal drummers,
Amazing.
Nice.
I
Lydia's
love this
top
last
5
page so
animal
much.
facts. I have a fun
Animal
animal
facts.
fact.
Oh god.
I love these animal facts though, by the way. Did you guys know that butterflies taste with their feet?
I'm relearning that fact.
Fun-
I've
Okay,
heard
I
that,
feel like I've heard
Fun
that.
fact.
That's very cool.
But I love that Lydia
Are
has
these all about polar bears? They're
Uh,
all about polar bears.
Yeah, all
for
of my
Lydia.
except for the
leopards.
these
Leopard seals are assholes.
well,
I-
because they go
Because
after
polar bears will eat them.
Lily's top 5 aesthetics.
Lydia loves
Or-
polar bears.
Yeah. Or
Goth
Lil's top
Lolita.
5 aesthetics. Patty's top 5 murder podcast. And is 8-Minute Murder's a real podcast?
I don't-
I'm telling you, I'm gonna look all of them up. Somewhere in the Pines, True Crime Bullshit, The Murder Sheets, and Big Mad True Crimes. Folks, that is FML from Dark Horse Comics, issue 1, $5. Beautiful, beautiful comic. I love this. This is the part of the show where we're gonna go around and we're gonna say, are you pulling it? Are you waiting for the trade? Is this going in your pull list? Are you waiting for the trade, or are you just picking it up off the shelves? Diddy, what do you think?
Well, pull for sure, but also I want the trade because I just like to have the trade at
Yeah.
the end of the day.
Both.
But yeah, both. 100%. I'm so into it. I'm down.
Yeah. I got very excited about this book.
I did too. Like this is so good.
Yeah. Allison?
Oh, pull. It's got everything I need. Metal, cool art, witchy stuff.
Yeah. Ty.
Yeah. Honestly, you gotta go back to Comic Tunes and Toys and be like, hey, add this puppy to my pull
Add
list.
this to my pull list.
Yeah, man.
I'm definitely pulling it. And not only am I pulling it, so right now the one book that we're all obsessed with at the moment is Rick Remender and Brian Posehn's Grommets.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I'm gonna put this right in that same vein where
I
wanna be
would
like,
too. 100%.
I want all the covers. I want to be able to have all of the character bios in the back. And I want the trade. Once more, if you're a fan of Cody, was it Diablo Cody?
Mhm.
If you're a fan of Edgar Wright, if you're a fan of things like Scott Pilgrim, elements of Are You Afraid of the Dark, Teen Wolf. Am I missing anything? There's like this is it. I don't. I'm just comparing it to these things, but it's so great. But it's just like a
Yeah.
mosh of all of these things to create this perfect book
Yeah.
that I think we all really need.
I
today.
really needed
I really
this.
fucking needed this.
I really
man.
need this.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad we picked this book.
I'm so
It's
glad.
perfect. Honestly, I love it. I'm
Yeah.
so
You
excited.
had me at metal.
Yeah.
Yep. It is definitely super metal. Find it at your local comic shop. Give it a read. Let us know what you think. Is there anything we missed? Is there anything that we're gonna, before we wrap it up on FML here, is there anything else you guys want to throw in or mention about the book? All right, Diddy, where can we find you on social media?
Live.Julian at Instagram and TikTok, and also Deeper Issues.
Deeper Issues Nerdcast, baby. Alison?
Atiegs Art on Instagram and TikTok. ATIEGSART.
Ty.
You can. I was gonna pull it up.
Oh, he's
'cause
still on Allison though. We're pulling your hand.
I know. Well, I was
You can look at Ty's hands.
you look at my hand.
And There it is. Look at that.
Oh, I got focus. Focus.
Oh,
damn
he's
it.
popular. Oh,
Oh, look at that.
Oh, look, Deep Rich's Nerdcast is live. Yeah, that's
Live,
crazy.
baby.
Ooh.
Tie photography on here. TikTok, although I have no content yet on TikTok, and then tiephotography.com if you want to see my portfolio, and of course on the Deeper Issues Nerdcast.
Where we think the deep thoughts about all the shallow things. My name is Pablo. You can find me here at the Deeper Issues Nerdcast. We are on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook.
tell him.
That's right. We're on Facebook. I like how that required an air horn. Yeah.
I remember Facebook.
Look,
The air horn was for the hard of
there
hearing
was a
only.
That's right.
there was a quote that I'm gonna also leave you folks with today, because I mean a lot of people, we kind of intentionally wanted to offer everybody a form of escapism. Thank you, by the way, to Kelly Sue DeConnick for giving us a form of escapism today, because a lot of people may be feeling certain ways about a lot of things that may be going on in the world, right? And it's okay. Process and feel the way you're gonna feel. We are doing what we do every Wednesday and discussing ideas, discussing art, discussing great stories and things that are going to allow you to escape from harsh realities that maybe we don't always necessarily want to like face all the time, right? We need these moments, and you need these palate cleansers, if you will, in your life. So I loved this book. The quote is actually from J.R.R. Tolkien, where it's Frodo talking to Gandalf here. And I'm sorry, I need of course, I need to pull this up. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
But do it in the voice.
No, I can't do it in the voice. But the quote is, "I wish it need not to have happened in my time," said Frodo. "So do I," said Gandalf. "And so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what we do with the time that is given to us."
Wow, Pablo.
That's not me. That's J.R.R. Tolkien's
know.
words. But
Way to bring it up.
if you just a little something to offer you folks, some, comfort, hopefully within the words of Tolkien, some comfort in the things of comic books. That's it. We went very long today, but we love this book. Thank you, Allison. Thank you, Ty. Thank you, Tommy, Jeff. Uncle Mark was here. Thanks, Diddy, always just for being Diddy. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Yeah.
Thank you, Ballerina.
Thank you, Ballerina, for being a very